Patrick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard here with Capital. How you doing today?
What's up, bitch?
What's that?
I said, what's up, bitch?
No, Rich, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to let you know we're focused here in Portland, Oregon on the energy sector with natural gas, crude oil, unleaded gas, and heating oil. We believe in about a week's time we will isolate a situation where a 100-200% return in a 2 to 3 month time frame is very realistic in these markets here.
Are you serious, bitch?
Yeah, that's right. Well, you just such a loser there that that's the only way you can talk. Is that right?
Yeah, bitch.
Or just because you don't have any money, do you sit there and you act like a punk? Is that why you do that?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
guess you're at home during the day, so you must be sitting there just watching Playboy Channel.
Yeah, how did you know?
Wishing you had a girlfriend or something, right?
You're trying to sell me some crap over the phone and you're calling me a loser? You're going to take innocent people's money, some crap. If it was so good, you would just invest all your money yourself. Why are you calling people?
What are you doing at home during the day? That's what I got to wonder.
I'm waiting for you to call.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You got a string of little boys walking through your apartment, don't you? Yeah.
And your son is the first one.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
You're real clever, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm just wasting my time with a guy who can't even get out his ass off the couch in the middle of the day, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, good. Why don't you go back to the porno channel, okay, buddy?
Thanks, bitch.
Yeah, I used to, Oh, this is exciting, Robin.
Yeah, I'm getting excited. I'm getting goosebumps.
Too bad I don't have my drums. I could have jammed with the boys.
Oh. That's a real... Time I used to work on the docks. The union went on strike. Down on his luck. It's tough. It's tough. So tough. Do you know what the sign of yes, girl. Working for the man she brings on a faithful love. Oh, his love. We've got to hold on to what we've got. Doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. Give it a shot. Whoa, if we live on a prayer. Take my hand, we make it our way. Living on a prayer. How about that? There you go.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
All right, now wait a second. Let's move it. What happened? You stopped?
He's giving me a medley.
Keep the Faith?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know that. You don't know that one? You've only played it 9 million times. Go ahead.
Mother, yeah. Mother,
Did you forget how to play?
children, at the time has just begun. I have suffered for my anger. There was a can't be won. Right?
All right, okay. All right, now wait a second here. What about Wanted, Dead or Alive?
I never know that.
All right, now do a little bit of that. I mean, do a lot of that.
It's all the same. Only that needs a change every day. Seems well wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold. To drive all night just to get back home. 'Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. Wanted, dead
exactly where you are. Fred, who won coin toss with you and Robin?
She won.
Tails was a coin toss.
Down 50 with her, but up 100 with Artie. Because he bet under 44. I bet over.
Yeah, I took the over with Artie, too. Artie goes, let me tell you something. In this game, one thing for sure, the under's a lock. And
he said free money again.
That immediately made me bet him. I had no idea. I wasn't even paying attention to the number.
Artie loses every... And you know he probably dropped at least $1,000.
Oh, yeah, Artie probably had a side bet somewhere.
Artie lost to me on the coin toss.
But Artie's in Vegas this past weekend. Do you think Artie went to Vegas and didn't put any money down?
No, he put money down.
That's why he's not here. Is he here?
No, he's hiding in shame. He's gone for how many days?
3.
3 days. This is the day Artie should be here, talking football.
Yeah. He's probably up. He'll be calling in. You know, Artie, he didn't go to sleep.
Let me just discuss the commercials on the Super Bowl, because you know what?
I wasn't completely impressed with the crop of commercials this year.
Same here. The one that was the best was the guy who walks into a bar with his dog and wears the dog on his head.
You like that one?
That one you like?
That was the funniest one.
There were a couple of animal commercials.
Lame.
It was just like, so what? He put a dog on his head.
Oh, my God. That dog was so funny, and it looked like his hair.
That was
and you could see the dog's head in his hair.
It was all right.
I thought it was okay. It was so obvious that it was not a dog.
Right.
By the time they put it on his head.
The idea was fun. To me, that was my favorite. What was your favorite?
My favorite was the one for the soft drink commercial where the monkeys build a seesaw and the other monkey jumps on. I thought that was funny.
That either.
I'll tell you, I had to replay that 4 times for my dog. My dog watches TV, loves television, and but is focused on it. And when the monkeys came on, went berserk, and also the commercial with the cattle.
The one where the cattle are running through the people with the jeans?
Yeah, my dog went berserk. Like wow.
Those were Bianca's picks.
Yeah. Love anything with animals.
But I thought that was particularly clever. And then the other one I liked was a Bud Light commercial where the guy's on the phone and his friend says, he says his girlfriend's coming over with her mother.
Yeah, that's the best.
He says, well, look at her, because in 20 years that's who she's going to be.
Yeah, that was great.
What'd you think?
My girlfriend liked that one the best.
What'd you think of the Ozzy commercial?
Horrible.
This is sort of like, it was like, let's see how much junk we could throw in a commercial.
Beth said to me during that one, she goes, haven't they made enough money? Like they have to take everything?
Have to get every dime out of this?
Yeah, but I was disappointed in it because it wasn't funny. Whenever they ask Ozzy to act,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Ozzy's got to be Ozzy.
Because now Ozzy's acting like Ozzy.
Yeah, it was Ozzy doing an Ozzy impression. And it was freaky.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about it. You know what else I thought was weird? Look, now the Super Bowl has become a showcase for every movie that's coming out this year, no matter when it's coming in November, coming in June. I mean,
I love it's not even rated yet. We haven't even finished this movie.
Right. It's not even a clip from the movie.
Yeah.
Daredevil promo looked horrible.
Right.
I'm not a big Ben Affleck guy.
Yeah, neither am I.
And I love Daredevil. It's one of my favorite comic books from when I was a kid and a teenager and an adult.
Every promo, I try to get excited about it, but then you realize Daredevil's Ben Affleck.
Well,
exactly.
You know what it does? It looks like Ben Affleck at Halloween, like he put on a costume. It doesn't look real.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I thought the Hulk promo looked interesting.
What about
Not sure. The school's out on whether it'll be good.
I had my questions about that.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that looked at all.
Hulk looked a little cartoonish.
Yeah.
What'd you think of The Matrix?
Terrible.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same jungle.
It looked like the same exact movie again.
Yeah. And the first time
we waited how many years for this movie?
In Terminator, I see Claire Danes standing there like she's all rugged and tough, and I'm like, wait a second, this looks like it's going to go real bad.
Also, you want to put Arnold in a wheelchair at this point.
Well, yeah, they only show him in a shadow.
I told you it was wrong to do it again.
I don't care. I'll watch it.
I'll watch them all.
If it's mediocre, I'll watch it. I'm really worried about the Matrix promo. That looked really crappy.
And are 2 movies coming out at once?
No, there's one in June and one in November.
Okay, because they said these movies are not rated, and I was like, what are we talking about here?
They shot 2
at one time, but I didn't know when they were putting
2 what? 2 Matrixes?
Yeah.
Why?
Because people are going to die by the time they make a third one.
In other words, you wait 5 years for the second one?
Well, they didn't realize how popular it would be, so they went in and they shoot the 2 movies simultaneously. It's cheaper.
And you know what? What you just said is the reason why the first one was so good. I didn't know anything about The Matrix. It was a complete surprise. Now this is going to be all the same stuff all over.
I hope it's good.
I'm praying because I love The Matrix so much. I've been so anxious for these sequels.
I got a bunch of those Academy Award screeners.
Yeah.
I try to watch that movie, Chicago.
Well, it is a musical.
You know what? It's done well and everything, but I don't care.
Right.
I don't want a musical.
For a musical, like I said, I went to a theater, so I'd be locked in, and I sat through it, and I was like, you know, it's not terrible.
Right. I can see what you mean.
Is it a musical in the sense that there's no talking?
No, there's talking, and it's done very well. It's very artistic, but you know what? I hate that crap. I hate songs. I hate everything.
At least this time, it doesn't seem like they're singing for no reason at all.
It's tied in.
Yeah.
Like a Moulin Rouge?
Right.
Moulin Rouge is horrible.
Singing for no reason.
Horrible.
Well, the thing about Moulin Rouge is first they tell you, and then they sing.
Right.
I think Renee Zellweger's sexy.
She is.
Yeah. I don't know about in real life, but in the movies they doll her up beautiful.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think Catherine Zeta-Jones is that hot. I think she's kind of
chunky,
flubbery.
Yeah, she's falling up.
She's chunky.
She looks like, she's melting.
Yeah, she's not that hot. I saw a picture in the paper today of, you know the two chicks who do the cat fight?
Yeah.
On that Bud Light commercial, whatever it is, Miller
Light, yeah.
And and then I went on that chick's website, the one with the dark hair.
Uh-huh.
She's not that hot. I saw a picture of her.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not as hot as you think she is.
You've uncovered something.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the commercials I thought was the worst, Michael Jordan and Jackie Chan.
Oh, my God.
Horrible.
Is that what that was? I didn't even know what was going on.
Horrible commercial.
Yeah, right. It's all about having the tag. Haynes has a new T-shirt without a tag on it. It's printed on the back. That's the commercial. Did you see the Michael Jordan one where he plays himself?
That was
sort of
good.
interesting.
You know what? See, now I watched the Super Bowl with Beth, and she said to me, who's that playing with Michael Jordan? I go, I think it's Michael Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan when he was a rookie playing Michael Jordan. Now, at the very end, Michael Jordan from college comes in.
Because I was like, oh, there's Michael Jordan with an afro.
Right, that was when he was real young, just starting out.
Right. Yeah,
before he shaved his head.
And you know what? It was pointless. Who cares?
It was interesting to see.
I thought it was sort of interesting.
My favorite commercial was the Dodge Durango one where the guy's choking. And he goes really fast and steps to the brake and stuff
you
comes
wouldn't
out.
like that.
You didn't see that one?
Stuff comes out of where?
He comes out of his throat and goes against the windshield.
I didn't see that one.
Gives him a Heimlich maneuver.
Right. He's choking to death, and he says, help me, and the friend just guns it and then stops short, and he spits out his food. Now, does nobody run a commercial twice on the Super Bowl? Did you see?
Yeah.
I didn't see any. I didn't see a lot more.
A couple of them. Late in the game, they started rerunning some things.
Man, I can't get rid of this cold. It always takes me 2 weeks. It's such a drag. I thought I had a beat yesterday. Been sleeping nonstop.
That's the way to do it, though.
Yeah. Oh. Brian, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Howard? How's everybody doing?
Good.
I think one of the best commercials I saw last night was the one where was the Bud Light commercial where the guy had the shell up against his ear, and he goes up to the two girls, and he says,
That was good.
That was good.
That was the best one.
That was good.
And then the second guy did it and got bit. That was the funniest.
That was good. And what did you think of Jimmy Kimmel's commercials? And did anyone?
They weren't bad.
I thought the ones with Adam
bad,
Carolla were good.
I thought Jimmy was trying to prove to people that it wasn't going to be the Man Show all over again, and then there was Adam sitting right next to him, his
I
crush.
felt better. I said, he's got Adam. Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Was Adam his first guest?
No,
Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch it.
Thank you. George Clooney was a guest. I didn't see the Coldplay.
Yeah, I have it taped. I didn't get to stay up to see it because everything was running so late.
One of the players from the winning team. I don't know who they got.
I think it was what's that guy's?
Warren Sapp?
Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp. Who shaved all his hair.
Yeah.
Now, how late did you stick with the game?
I saw the whole game.
No, how long did you stay with it after it was over?
No, I went to bed.
They dragged it on for another 45 minutes, because usually what they do is the commissioner comes out, gives the owner of the team the trophy, the coach touches it, they bring out the MVP. That all happens in 6 minutes. But this was the big Bon Jovi fest. I don't know what's going on with the NFL and Bon Jovi.
They are in love with him.
They love Bon Jovi.
Yeah. In fact, I heard Bon Jovi on one of the sports stations earlier in the week saying that, he was asked to do that at the end of the game, and if he sang It's My Life, that they were going to make that the official Super Bowl winning song.
Well, let me tell you something. They did, because every time they interviewed one of the players, they played Bon Jovi behind them.
There you go.
So what happens is the game's over, and they go, when we come back from commercials, we're going to do the presentation of the Vince Lombardi Trophy. They do like 8 minutes of commercials. They come back. They go, ladies and gentlemen, Bon Jovi. He sings It's My Life. Right? Then they bring out the commissioner. He gives the trophy.
Bon Jovi does the whole song?
The whole song.
In fact, it's longer because they have a long break in the middle where they show players talking about winning the trophy.
Right. So they give...
Dragging it out.
Yeah.
They give the owner of the team the trophy. The coach comes up and, he holds it up and everything. And they go, okay, when we come back from commercial, we're going to announce who the MVP is. They come back for commercial. Bon Jovi does another song, which I wasn't sure what it was.
It's going to make people hate Bon Jovi.
And then they give the MVP away, because I'm waiting to see. One of the things is you're always curious if it's not clear-cut, who's the MVP.
Right.
And it wasn't clear-cut.
Who was the MVP, by the way?
Dexter somebody. He was a defensive guy. He ran back. I had two.
Tampa defense was awesome.
Yeah.
That's what did it.
But I stayed up till 10 of 11 when the game, just to see who the MVP was.
But I'm telling you, if it was, how many points did the defense put up in that game? They put up almost as many as the offense.
At least 21.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, even at the end of the game, there was a bunch of guys sitting in bars tearing their hair out because the last 4 seconds there was another interception and a score, because a lot of guys bet, they get
the
final
spread,
score.
Right.
Well, they get, not the spread.
The boxes.
You know those boxes at work?
Oh, okay.
So that changes the whole thing.
Right, but I was just thinking, well, maybe they'll make the spread if
No. The spread was gone a long time ago.
But the fourth quarter is the end of the game is where you win the most money on those boxes. Like,
if you get that final score.
So guys, I'm sure guys were already spending that money. Yeah, game's over, 20 seconds left.
Somebody was talking about the creation of a national holiday. You know how people always try to create a national holiday? You got these guys who try to get us to buy cards on Sweetest Day.
Yeah, they're trying to create new ones all the time.
Yeah, but, they said Super Bowl is really a national holiday.
Absolutely. At this point, it is.
The amount of money people make in terms of, parties and food and drinking and, everyone on television glued to the TV, there's tremendous commerce. Super Bowl is a national holiday almost.
In fact, I heard somebody say it's the only holiday based totally around television.
And the word Super Bowl you can't even use in a commercial because Super Bowl is a copyrighted term owned by the NFL. So, if we give away tickets, we have to say, get tickets to the big game. Right. It's like the Olympics now. You can't touch it. Yeah. Unless they authorize it, you can't touch it.
I barely got my order in on Saturday for my 3-foot hero.
Really?
Yeah. I swear to God, it was like the guy's like, all right, I think I can squeeze you in.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Because he had so much going on.
That's big business for this dude. Oh, here's a guy who reminds me of another commercial that I thought was really good. Okay. Well, see, there are some good ones. Yeah, Thomas, you're on the air.
Howard. Best commercial. That FedEx commercial.
Yeah,
it was good.
That was great.
The one where he was like the outcast guy.
Yeah, the Castaway. It was like Tom Hanks look-alike, and it had, he's like, just open a package. I just want to know what it was. He's like, oh, nothing. It's just a GPS, compass, cell phone.
Everything that could help you get off that stupid stuff.
That was
all right, thanks for coming. See you later.
That was so funny.
Yeah, because the first thing she pulled up was a satellite phone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a satellite phone. They totally ruined the movie for me now. What an idiot. Open up every package, you fool. Thank you.
The Smith was the MVP. Last name was
Dexter Smith?
Yeah, Dexter Smith.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, another Super Bowl. I love Super Bowl.
It was interesting how they changed the Tiki and Rondé commercial.
Yes, that was good.
You're watching the Super Bowl and you're playing the Super Bowl.
That was good. The actual Super Bowl was kind of dull.
It got close for like a minute. It looked like something
in the second half.
Yeah. But they're also saying that the Oakland coach really was stupid to go for those 2-point conversions early.
Absolutely.
Just go for the points. It didn't make a difference.
Yeah. He had so much room to make up. 1 or 2 points was not going to mean that much.
But you know what? Isn't it amazing that Oakland goes through the entire season and they're so dominant, and then you get in the Super Bowl and they suck?
Well, some people choke during a game. It depends on what happens. And you heard what happened to the Oakland center? They sent him home this week?
What did he do?
When he didn't show up for practices and didn't show up for certain press conferences and things, so they said, you know what, F you. You're out of the Super Bowl.
Well, he effed them.
I thought he was being a jerk, but Fred told me that he's bipolar, and he went off his medication, which at that point you think you would understand.
And that's a rumor that I've heard.
A rumor.
Yeah, but could he play?
In 96, he had some sort of chemical imbalance. He supposedly had it under control, and it's just amazing that it happens just before Super Bowl.
The best is when they cut to one of the fans, those Oakland guys who had all the makeup on it, and then they were getting their butts kicked. It was great.
Yeah, great. And the guy's like, get this makeup off.
There's something really scary about those face painters, man. It's just something that is.
They're sick people.
They are.
You know they are.
Yeah, one guy, they first flashed to him, his face was painted, and he had the skulls on either shoulder, and he had spikes coming out of his uniform.
There are those that think the scarier uniform always wins, but I got to tell you, Oakland's uniform looked crappy on Super Bowl.
The black is see, they have a black and a white one.
I know.
The black is the one they use at home. That's the scary uniform. The white one is not threatening at all.
Yeah, they needed a mask to go with that, too, like a Freddy Krueger mask. Chauncey, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
Hey.
2 quick observations about yesterday. Did you see Al Michaels' head?
Yeah.
It's very obvious to me that he's spraying that dye on his head.
There is.
He may be.
Well, Chauncey has the,
A hair fixation.
Yeah, Chauncey has the worst hair in the world, but Al Michaels, his hair does look a little strange.
Well,
he had hair, but then where his skull was, it was still dark. You know?
There was something weird going on up there.
And
if we ever see him again, we'll ask him.
Yeah, that was obvious. And remember the girl on the sidelines, Melissa Stark?
The cute blonde.
She used to be cute. She didn't look so great yesterday.
Who is she?
She's a sideline reporter. You know, they hire these women who are pretty, decent.
Well, you know what it is? They got them out there all year in the cold. They lose their looks.
She's been weather beaten.
She's weather beaten.
But just observation. By the way,
Thank you.
I fixed my head, so...
All right. Bobo, you're on the air. Sure
how
you
you
did.
doing there, Howard? Hey, listen, I don't know if you guys noticed in the beginning, what's up with that ref Bill Carollo, number 63?
You mean the one who couldn't keep the coin toss straight?
Yeah, but he turns to Tampa Bay because you're the home team.
He was all confused.
It was his big moment. He probably never spoke on television.
Hey, didn't Oakland get robbed in the end zone when that guy was up and he got pushed out?
Yeah. That was a bad
That could have been a big turning point.
Well, it looked like, that first play that they reversed when Oakland was up 3-0 and then Tampa coughed up the ball. It looked like the whole game was going to be Oakland, and then they reversed it. But did you watch any of the pregame stuff?
No.
It starts at 3 o'clock. They start the clock going. I tuned in at about 5 after 5. And what's the chick from Alias? Is that Jennifer Garner?
Yeah. By the way, she looked awesome in the promo.
She looks hot.
She's way hot, and she's pulled her body way together. She didn't always look like that.
That TV show is great. You really ought to watch it, yeah.
But they're interviewing her. She's on the field. It's like 2 hours before the game. And they're asking her who she thinks is going to win. And she's talking about how she was the water girl for the team. And I was like, oh, my God. This is just a waste of time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They didn't have anything to do. What were they going to do?
I watched the movie before the Super Bowl. I don't even know what they're thinking.
What, on
No, someone gave me the DVD of Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler. What is that?
That is a nightmare is what it is.
What the hell was that?
And how could anybody talk about giving him an award for that? It's awful.
It's terrible.
Did you see the promo of his new movie coming out?
Yeah, it looks like the same movie.
It looks like it looks like Punch Drunk Love. I thought for a second, they're advertising the DVD. John, go ahead.
Yo, what did you think of that choke job by the quarterback of Oakland? I mean, I haven't seen
choked.
something like that since Neil
The whole team choked.
You haven't seen something like that since what?
Neil O'Donnell from Pittsburgh when he threw those 2 interceptions of a 95.
Yeah, it was a big choke job, Oakland. Oh, my God. I mean, just disgraceful.
I mean, it was disgusting. What did you think of that hot piece of ass, that little country slut?
Shania Twain. Well, let's analyze the halftime show.
You're still into Shania Twain?
No, I thought Shania Twain's outfit looked like a hooker from Mars. It was a costume, not an outfit.
Right. Is that right? She wasn't trying to be hot. She was trying to.
She clearly liked the outfit, but you know what? Shania Twain's got a kick-ass body and face, and she doesn't dress all that well.
Well, get that slut in there and see what you can do.
Gwen Stefani's the one I can't stand.
What is it that you have against her?
What's your problem with her?
She's
I'm
cute.
looking at her belly. I'm like, her belly's fine.
Her belly's shaking all over. She's got the small. Come on,
you
Dave.
have it in for her, I swear.
Wait.
She's got her so bad I tuned out. I mean, I just watched a little of that country.
Her boobs are like she has no boobs. It's the same outfit over and over again with the belly.
Well, she doesn't have a great face.
See, I think her face is okay.
Really?
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's wrong with her body.
And she's just annoying with that same dumb song. And then she wrecks Sting's song, which I love.
I know. I was like, wow, that really exposes her as a nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, don't wreck Sting.
Isn't she a Muslim or something from the Al-Qaeda? I think
No, but she should be. So we can get rid of her.
Yeah, put a burqa on.
Yeah, why does she go to that burqa look? But it's just the same act over and over again. And it's, I've had enough of it. I'm tired of it.
Why does she have to sing with Sting, though? I mean, she sang her own song. Why can't Sting sing his own song?
And I don't even like her songs.
No, they stink.
They're horrible songs.
I won't watch them.
Why can't they get anybody who's got a song on the charts now at the halftime for the Super Bowl?
I don't know. But Shania Twain also lip-syncing.
Yeah.
And you can't hear the crowd behind her. I mean...
she's good to look at. I mean, they give her that. That's it. I mean...
At least I'll give Gwen Stefani an A+ for singing her own song and singing.
She needs to see Calabro. I mean, she needs to do something.
She needs implants.
I think so, too. Huh?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, big implants.
What are you going to do?
She's flat, but, don't accentuate it, so I got to look at it. And change, like, your look or something.
Yeah, I mean, her videos make me sick. She stares into the camera, and she, like, tries to, like, a stripper or something. She's not even hot. I mean, I have to change it. Who falls for that? I mean,
Thank you. I do.
Hey, did you see the Dixie Broads?
The Dixie Chicks at the very beginning.
I thought the Dixie Chicks doing the Star Spangled Banner, A+.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Great job.
They didn't look that bad, but Celine Dion, Jesus Christ.
I didn't see Celine.
What you do with Celine, she's always going to look like
Right,
that.
that's what Celine is.
Best marketing move ever is Celine Dion's commercial with her singing that single of hers because no one else would play it. She's getting airplay on a commercial. It's brilliant.
You know what? She's another one who got, like, really thin, but the giant head. She's like a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Plus, why does she have to do commercials? There's another person. You say, Al, haven't you got enough money?
Well, she needs the commercial because there's no one
That's the
playing.
only way to get her music played.
No one's playing her record, no one's playing her video. But the Dixie Chicks, there's one chick who's really hot, but she's a little chubby. She lost 15 pounds.
That's the middle one?
Yeah.
She did lose like 40 pounds.
She looks a lot better.
Yeah, no, she used to be big and fat. Now she's just a little fat.
Yeah, she's lost a lot of weight.
Didn't Sting sound great? I mean,
he sounds good. He looks good. Guy keeps himself in great shape.
Now, how old is Sting? Because we were having this whole... Like, people were thinking he was 58. He's not 58.
I think he's about 53.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not up there with Jagger. Give me a break.
No.
I thought Sting was going to be younger than me because I remember when Sting sort of came on the scene, I was already like an adult. I was in Hartford.
We were on the radio.
I was on the radio, so... But he's older than me. Because he was a school teacher for a while, had nothing going on.
Yeah, it was a little late when he broke, I guess.
Yeah.
It does happen.
I think he does a lot of plastic surgery, though.
I mean, he looks young.
I know he did his nose. It's the best nose job I've ever seen.
At least it didn't ruin his voice.
Nope.
Did you see the commercial with Melissa Rivers?
Horrible.
Oh, for that
My wife turns out to me, she goes, is that Melissa Rivers? I go, yes. She goes, she's turning into Joan.
Joan.
You know what?
Joan's hotter.
I saw that fashion show they do, where they recap what went on at the Golden Globes, and I looked at Melissa and I went, oh, my God, she is Joan Rivers.
Yeah, she's turned into Joan.
Sting is 52. Melissa's teeth are bigger than yours.
I know.
You got small teeth. You should stand next to her.
I should.
What happened?
So, hey, Casey, how much did you lose? Because he was all pissed off today.
I hate the Raiders. I hate them.
What do you down?
All right, so I threw a couple beans on the first.
Just give us an amount.
All right, no, first I lost 3, right? And then I tried to double up and win in the second half because if you bet the second half, you were given 4 points. Now you figure in the Super Bowl, the Raiders are not going to get blown out by 21 points. You know what I mean? So you're given 4. So they got killed again in the second half.
You were chasing a dream.
Exactly.
Only a degenerate gambler would bet a game by halves.
No, it's a great move. No, it's not.
Yeah, look at how it worked out for you.
No, usually it's a great move. But
So what were you down for the day in total?
so it was 3 plus 6.
And then nothing else going on anywhere else?
No.
I got to take a break.
Yeah.
I'm being given the heave-ho. We got to come back and finish this conversation, though. Because what else is there to talk about?
It's so funny because I know nothing about football. I'm up 350 at least.
Yeah. The less you know, the better you do. All right, I'm going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, Willie? Willie there?
Willie who?
Do it.
Willie who?
Do it.
Willie do it? Willie do it? No.
Thank you.
Millions have listened to and enjoyed the great Howard Stern.
Bobo, go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing there? Listen, what's going on with Billy, man?
Billy Joel got in a car accident last
I
night.
think he's on a self-destructive mission to kill himself.
Nah, they're saying they tested him for alcohol. There was no alcohol used. They did a blood test at the hospital. They took blood, and there was no alcohol use. It was...
Where was he? Out on the island?
Yeah.
Sag Harbor. He was driving at a place called Dead Man's Curve, which evidently has caused a lot of accidents. He crashed into a tree. If he'd gone head-on, he would have been dead. They got pictures in the post today of the car. It's,
Yeah. Mercedes. That's how he saved him.
How come Christy Brinkley's at the scene taking pictures of the car?
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. Got pictures of her taking pictures of the car. Like, how come she's so involved in Billy's life?
She won't leave.
Well,
Even though she's got a new husband.
hey, like, go take pictures of your new husband's car.
Hey, Howard, this is his second one in 6 months, with a fixed object.
What do you say?
This is the second accident he had within 6 months with a fixed object that he hit. I think he hit a tree about another 6 months ago.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, he did.
Really? Here's a guy who was an eyewitness to Billy Joel crashing. Yeah, Bob, how did you end up being an eyewitness?
Well, actually, I was following about probably a half mile. Didn't know who I was following.
Right.
But my real purpose in calling was to ask what's happened to the show in the last couple of months.
See, this guy's not a Billy Joel witness.
No, but it's the only way with this idiot John you can ever get on. It's like,
Yeah, well, don't scam me, okay, dick face.
No, come on.
You
listen to what I
twat. Get lost. Happened to the show. The show sucks, okay? Tune away.
About Billy Joel.
My whole career, I got guys calling me in, what happened to the show? What happened to the show?
What happened to you?
Yeah, where's your life going? Go do your own show, dude. You know? And beat me, you scary ass. What a dick. Don't bum me out. Don't sidetrack me. I'm going to talk about stuff. Tune in. If you hate it, tune it out. It's so simple. The show's not a franchise that you get to comment on. Shut
We
up.
don't take polls like the president.
Yeah, we don't care what you think. I suck, okay? I've lost it. I'm not an innovator. I blow. Everybody else is better. There. Go feel better about yourself, dickwad. What happened to the show? What a douche. Who knows what happened to the show? And really, who cares what happened to the show? This is the show. This is going to be it. This is what I feel like doing. What happened to the show? What show? This isn't even a show for me. This is me talking about what I feel like talking about, dick. What kind of show would I do? If you say what happened to the show, it's like saying what happened to you. Let's call it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the show? I have to, Stuttering John, I have to lie to him. Pete, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I wanted to ask about the fight. Are you guys going to put it on a pay-per-view in Vegas?
I don't know what I'm doing yet with that fight. I know that Mr. X has said he would fight Stuttering John for the right price, and now I'm talking to Tom Chisano about doing the show from
I
Vegas.
also got another question. The next big thing on TV is NASCAR, the Daytona 500 in February. Are you there?
I don't know. If I listen, you don't talk, and then if I start talking, you talk over me.
I'm sorry.
So go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm wondering about the Daytona 500. Is it possible you guys can do something with Ronnie, the limo driver?
No, I don't want to do any of that. Oh, is that so not worth waiting for?
Really?
I mean, nobody knows what the hell's going on.
The Daytona 500.
Unreal.
What do we care about that?
All right, anyway, going back to Super Bowl. I don't know where I was, but I have to disagree with the Super Bowl going on so late.
Yeah, I watched it in bed. It's so late, it's past my bedtime.
Well, even like Gary was saying, his son, who is 8 or 7, something like that, Jackson, he loves football, watches all season, and then the Super Bowl comes on, and Gary has to send him to bed at halftime.
Yeah, and it used to be on earlier.
Yeah.
I remember when the Super Bowl used to come on in the afternoon.
I'm impressed that Gary sends his kid to bed. In my household, when I was married, we always sort of gave in and let the kids stay up, and that always bothered me. I like that you send the kids to bed. The school tomorrow.
Yeah, and if he goes to bed past, like, 9:30, he's like a mess the whole day.
Right.
You know, he's just tired and stuff.
How much of a fight did he put up?
None. His eyes were getting... I sent him to bed at, like, 9:15. I mean, he was getting sleepy anyway.
Did you just put him in his room and tell him to go to sleep?
No, I got to take him up and stuff.
Right.
Well, or Mary takes him up.
And what do? You take him up and then we got to talk to him?
No, he's all self-sufficient now.
Yeah.
I go brush your teeth, wash your face, wash your hands, get in bed, and he does. He just does his own
That's
thing.
it.
Yep. He listens.
And the other one, when did he go to bed?
Around the same time, but he's got to get a story, and on his way to put on his pajamas, he finds, Legos and starts building something.
Right.
And then he's running around naked, and, he found a game. He comes out with Monopoly, and he goes, "Can we play Scooby-Doo Monopoly?" And I'm like, "It's 9:30.
But, like, you know what? You're at least good with bedtime. Hey, here's your bedtime. Get your ass in bed. That's it.
Yeah, Jackson's...
Lights out.
Jackson's trained to the point where I say it's time to go to bed. He just sort of goes, all right, and he goes up.
Yeah, we had a lot of arguments about that in my house.
Well, especially for us, if my kid doesn't go to bed on a weeknight by 8:30 or 8:45, I have no time to myself at all.
My kids never had a bedtime. And I don't agree with it. But I used to go to bed at 8 o'clock, and I wasn't involved, so I just gave up. But, oh, my God, you should drive me crazy. Kids be up 10, 11, just hanging out. I was just like, well, I don't remember.
And then what's happening in your house?
Isn't there any rules here?
I remember one of my neighbors...
It's an anarchy.
One of my neighbors was telling me he's got a kid the same age as Jackson. He goes, yeah, they go to bed after Seinfeld, but the Seinfeld that's on at 11 o'clock.
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
I know, that's crazy.
Everybody handles it different ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you're handling it the right way. My mom was like, you get in your room, and she'd lock me in the goddamn room.
Yeah, you had a set time, and you better be headed that way.
Yeah, or else you get punished, and that was the end of it. And it was very well put together.
And in my house, I didn't have a time either. I used to fall asleep on the couch, and my father would just carry me into bed.
Really? Well, you'd be tired, too, carrying those lips around all day.
Oh.
Sorry.
What we were talking about was we were trying to get a clear figure out of Casey on how much he actually lost on the game.
How much did he lose? He lost $350.
He said he lost $600. And then I said, did you make any other bets? And then he mumbled something. You said you had to go to spots. I bet you Casey lost $800.
But here's a guy who doesn't have money. Where's he getting?
He shouldn't have bet the first 3 because he doesn't have that.
I know. And like, what's he doing? What are you doing, douchebag? You don't have any money. Don't come to us with your complaints about not having money.
I don't complain to anybody. I never complain to anybody.
You do.
I don't. I never complain to nobody.
You avoid your bills. You do all kinds of weird things.
Yeah, no, I tell you stories, but I never complain about nothing. I know it's all my fault.
What are you doing?
What do you do for
here's the deal. Here's the deal. I was doing great in college basketball, right? I was up. So I was playing with their money. That's the whole thing.
Sure you are.
So as of today, this weekend, you didn't lose any money at all that you need to...
No, it all worked out because I was up so much.
How much were you up?
And your bills are all paid.
I won.
Casey makes it seem like he knows how much he was up, how much... No gambler knows how much he was up and how much he was down.
No, I was up, though. I was up...
Up from what? A year ago?
No, from the past couple of weeks. I've been on a streak.
So wait a second. So rent's fine for the month? No problem.
Yeah, I paid it. All right, I was late, but I paid it.
Wait, can I tell...
That's my point.
Can I tell the story, Case?
What?
About your landlord? Can I tell... I think that... Case told me that his landlord now will only accept cash. Is that the deal?
No, money orders.
Money orders.
Why, are your checks bounced?
Yeah.
Aren't you embarrassed?
No, no, because...
yeah.
I mean, all right, but
when a guy comes
it's not because they're late. I mean, you can get in trouble for that. It's not because they're late. And not because I bounce a check, but it's just because sometimes I forget. And I pay them late. I pay 2 months at a time. You know, or something like that. I'll go over there, but I'll pay it eventually. They know I'm good for it.
Why do they ask for money orders then?
Because my checks aren't, in good state. I juggle accounts. I got one account here, I got one here, and sometimes...
Dude, you're bouncing checks.
Are you up for talking about anything? Is it okay?
They can talk about anything. I don't care.
At one point, were they trying to evict you?
Oh, they tried to evict me like 3 times.
Yeah.
What do you mean trying? How come they can't?
Because I pay it.
All right.
I'm forgetful. That's what I do. I have it, but...
you know what? Shame on you.
I was at a party.
I pay it. It's not like I'm
Shame on you betting and you don't have the money. Really, you're just classless.
You're not up at all.
Oh, please.
You're degenerate.
I got plenty of class.
You're a degenerate.
I got a hobby.
You know what? Casey got mad about this, and I don't blame him. But I was at a party, and my friend is friends with a lawyer, and he was one of the guys that was employed to evict Casey at one point. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to get rid of one of the guys on your show. I'm trying to get him out of his apartment.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. He can tell you that at a party.
Could tarnish the good name of this show?
Yeah.
This show doesn't pay its bills.
Right. Anyway, my theory is the Raiders were smoking pot yesterday.
Really?
Horrible.
Now, how do you figure?
Well, I think they forgot they were in the Super Bowl. They went out and smoked a lot of weed and got real tired and hungry. It wasn't a great Super Bowl.
My question was, they were out early, talking to all, during that 5 hours before the Super Bowl when they were having that show. You saw a lot of Raiders jerseys out there talking to people.
Yeah.
Guess they get chatty when they smoke pot.
Yeah, talking. Shania Twain, really one of the hottest pieces of ass out there in the entertainment business. Really did look like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
Yes.
That long black coat.
Or Lady Marmalade, you know how
yeah.
Whatever that group was used to come out like they came off a spaceship.
And she was trying to look like, like she wasn't wearing a lot of clothes, but when I really analyzed it, she was wearing tons of clothes.
Yeah, they had little spaces where her skin showed, but there was a lot of coverage.
Her and Gwen Stefani should have switched outfits. Now, that would have been nice. See, then you'd see a woman who looks good in that Gwen Stefani outfit. You know what I mean? With the nice big boobs and the flat stomach. But Shania was dressed like Darth Vader's whore. And it was awful. She should show her body, not Gwen Stefani, who looks like she needs another 10 pounds off that frame.
They're all confused.
Yeah. But Shania Twain's trying to be hip and freaky now. She knows she's country, but she wants to be a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah, she's trying to move toward the center.
She even had an Asian guy with a mohawk in the band.
Yeah, he's been her whatever he plays for a long time. He's always there dancing with her.
Yeah. Well, because she's desperate to look hip.
Our show was starting to look a little bit like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, well...
Jumping out, flipping around.
Yeah, well, she's trying to be rock and roll, but the thing is, she's still singing one of those sappy country songs.
Yeah, she's still twanging away.
Yeah, she's not fooling anyone. You're still going, she's a country chick. Why is she trying to look all rock and roll? You know who looks bad is Jerry Rice. He looks real old.
He is old.
He's got that pattern baldness thing in the front.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Black guys don't look good balding. It's a bad look for black men.
Is it?
Yeah. How are you going to intimidate the white man when you look like, J.J.'s father or George Jefferson on Good Times? Isn't he getting that George Jefferson type of pattern baldness?
Kind of round circle.
Yeah. And instead of having an afro on the side of his head, he's got those braids.
That's a bad look.
Yeah, he's got that.
Shouldn't have braids and baldness going on together.
I know. He's got that big forehead with the braids hanging off the sides, and the older he gets, the more he starts looking like a Klingon. Come on, that's a very Klingonish look.
Oh, my goodness.
How old is he now?
41? Yeah.
John Madden looks odd, too. His head is the size of a pumpkin.
And you know what's getting on my nerves? Hearing how he has to take a bus everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got a weird eyebrow thing going on, almost like Brezhnev. They're pointy and thick.
And they don't shave or tweeze at all. But he now can't broadcast for the Pro Bowl because the Pro Bowl will be in Hawaii.
And he can't drive there.
And the bus doesn't go to Hawaii.
Can't they give him a submarine?
They did a report. HBO has a show called Real Sports. It's like the 60 Minutes of Sports.
Right.
And they did a whole thing on the Super Bowl. And they showed, like, last year there were a bunch of whores in New Orleans. And then the whore was saying that she was going to fly back to Dallas, just pack a few things, and just get right on a plane to go to the Pro Bowl. Like, she can get there quick.
Yeah, but John Madden can't.
Right.
But you can't even believe that a guy who looks like that is involved in sports. And I know he's just a color guy and a play-by-play guy or whatever you call him, but he's actually too fat to watch sports, I think, at this point, because he gets out of breath putting on his headset. He's literally out of breath the entire game.
And they're making them stand now. What are they trying to do, kill him?
Oh, yeah. 2 minutes into the first quarter, he already had his jacket off. I mean, John Madden could be calling a game in Chicago in the middle of winter, and he'd still have that jacket off because he's sweating up a storm.
He'd have to peel down.
He throws off so much heat, they got to, like, put, what's his name, Al Michaels in a separate room.
You remember how last week we were talking about how fat the players are? Did you see the player during the national anthem? He had to be about 350 pounds, just sweating profusely, and all he was doing was standing there.
I know. It's weird to see a guy in sports be that big and fat.
And you got to wonder what happens to those guys when football is over.
Well, they did a report on Real Sports on that, too. They said that...
They die.
They die.
Their blood is so full of cholesterol.
That's amazing.
I'd put John Madden and Star Jones on opposite sides of the country and have them eat their way into the middle.
If you put John Madden against a bear, who would win?
He is a grizzly bear. It wouldn't be fair. He's fighting his own species. I didn't get to see any of the pregame shows, but I know they had Santana at the pregame show with Beyonce.
Oh, really?
And she looks like she's been working on that body of hers. Her ass didn't look that huge.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
And she's shaking her ass. Everyone told me she was shaking her ass, and then she keeps turning around to the cameras to get a good shot of her ass. It was like she was introducing the country to her new ass.
Like she has a friend with her.
Yeah, take a good look, America. Out with the old ass, in with the new ass. Here it is. Take a good look at it. It was a coming out party. Here's my new slimmed down ass. But she danced around a lot, hardly sang. I don't think anyone knew who she was, quite frankly.
I didn't know that's who that was.
Yeah, that's Beyonce.
I thought Michelle Branch just got like a good tan.
Well, she appeared with Santana. That's a big mistake for singers. Singers are always treated like asswipes in Santana because Santana can't sing.
Right.
So they feature like the conga player. He gets more time than the actual singers. He's got like 8 tambourine players, Santana. Can't believe that guy's popular again. Yeah. Out of all the guys. I don't know. So, the other weird thing is, too, I was talking to Stuttering John, like, how much beer did he drink during the thing? He's on that diet.
Right, he's trying to win $25,000.
Says he had at least 14 beers during the Super Bowl.
But he had the last one at 10, so he's fine.
Yeah.
10 o'clock last night.
Yeah, Gary goes, did you have a headache or anything this morning? He goes, no. I mean, 10 beers is nothing for him.
When is his weigh-in? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weighing in tomorrow?
Yeah.
You can win $25,000, dude.
I know. I got to stop drinking.
John, according to my calculation, you have 8 days left.
No, I got 2 weeks.
Yeah, he has
2 more weeks.
left.
Yeah, but I jogged 4.5 miles before I started drinking.
Well, what do I know?
Listen, it's only I don't do it every day. It's just it's a Super Bowl. It's a holiday.
Wait a second. Did you have any beers on Saturday?
Yeah, but not.
Did you have any on Friday?
Yeah, but...
on Thursday?
No.
Oh.
Just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
He drank the whole weekend. He was supposed to be drinking 1 day a week.
I bet you went through, what, a case and a half?
Easily.
No, I
Be honest.
I'm on. I had, like, let's say, I had a martini Friday night with like 3 beers. That was like, so that's like 6 beers. And Saturday night I had about another 6, so I had about a case.
So he's cutting back.
You count one martini as 3 beers?
Yeah, I always tell you that's about 3 drinks.
I don't know.
But I started boxing training on Saturday, so if there is going to be a fight...
Good ball. I'm working on it. Hey, why don't they move the Super Bowl to Sunday afternoon? Why does it have to be Sunday night?
In fact, I was going to remind you, when they moved it to 6 o'clock, I remember one year we did our Super Bowl party. We started at noon, and we ended at 5, and then we all went and watched the game somewhere else.
Yeah, well...
Those are the greatest parties.
Those were the married years.
But that was a really bad party. I mean, that was a party that was tough to tell your wife, because we had a party when there was no game on.
We had a party when there was no game on, and then we get girls to go in separate hotel rooms and rub us down naked.
Yeah, it was way a turn on, man.
What?
Those were great days. Those were great days.
I still, for some reason, whenever I think of a Super Bowl party, I think of the Amy Lynn Hot Oil show, where she just got buck naked in the middle of the room and just was writhing around in oil.
Oh,
and that was pre-pregnancy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was very, very young.
And hot.
Still hot. Those were great parties.
They really were.
Well, now you could do them guilt-free, but you wouldn't.
He doesn't need it anymore.
I don't need it. I got laid a lot this weekend.
Right. You wouldn't like it anyway.
You know what? He doesn't have the same... I can tell you, I wouldn't say that he wouldn't like it, but you don't have the same passion for it.
Nope.
I mean, you used to be like... You know, first of all, we had to have a party on the air on Friday. Then we had to have another party on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you always, you were like, Gary, just invited as many chicks as you can get.
We had tons of sex this weekend. I'm very satisfied.
Yeah, but...
Doesn't mean you wouldn't like a party.
Party is good.
Well, no.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I think the caliber of people that were at that party are just not your caliber anymore.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you, is there ever cross your mind, like, when you're at Scores and they had, like, these hot chicks to dancing for you, does it ever cross your mind going, I wish I didn't have a steady girlfriend?
No. I'm really happy right now.
Never, not even the slightest bit?
No. I'm telling you, I'm happy.
Why does that have to be the criteria? He still could enjoy looking at a pretty face.
Yeah, I like looking at lap dancers and all that, but I'm telling you, I'm satisfied sexually.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm married and I love my wife and she's great, she's beautiful, but when I'm getting danced by a Scores girl, it goes around my mind, damn, I wish I wasn't married.
But you're married.
I got to tell you something. I'm not feeling that. I'm doing good.
But you felt it when you were married, right?
I'm feeling real yeah. When my marriage wasn't going so well.
Yeah, it wasn't the whole time he was married.
No, but even when your marriage was going good way back, I think you just enjoyed...
I didn't think about it.
But you enjoyed having other women around to do these parties, right?
Well, maybe there was something wrong then.
Look, I'm telling you, it's just, he doesn't have to do it now, and he's very happy.
Yeah.
But if it was happening, he'd be right there, all eyes.
Sure. Well, I'm not dead.
That's all I'm saying. If somebody else put it together, he'd come.
I'm feeling less perverted.
Oh, please. I was in here this past week.
All right. You know what? I'm just trying.
Did Roberta cross your mind this weekend?
No. No. The transsexual? No. Although Beth wanted to know what I was pleasuring myself to while she was away. So we watched the lesbian tape, the special tape.
Oh, the special tape. You showed it to her.
Showed it to her, yeah.
What do you think?
She thought it was good.
It is.
She said, you know what? The girls aren't gross, and I understand why you like it.
And it looks homemade?
Yeah. It looks like 2 real chicks, even though they are porno chicks. It looks like 2 chicks they might have...
Is it shot on film or video?
Video.
Video. So it's flat, and it looks like somebody just picked up a camera.
It's 2 very attractive women.
I got 3 requests this weekend just from strangers walking around my neighborhood.
You could sell this.
Can I get a copy of special tape?
Yeah. And she watched it, and usually we have to turn it off after a few minutes.
But she could sit through this one.
She sat through it.
How long did she watch it?
She watched it, we had sex during it, so...
Oh, so you're not watching the whole time.
It's a starter.
It's just playing while you're busy.
Yeah. And the dog doesn't interrupt us during sex anymore.
Because he's not in the room, right?
Right, yeah, she doesn't even care about staying with us anymore.
Oh.
She doesn't even sleep with us.
She's got comfortable in the house, huh?
Yeah. She's finally relaxing. Things are getting a little easier on that front.
Well, where does she go at night now?
She has a couple of different rooms that she goes into and hangs out. And sleeps.
Does she have a bed somewhere?
Bed's all over the place.
Oh.
Are you walking her all the time now?
No. Now she's off her antibiotics. That's the problem we had. She had to go on antibiotic. So now we walk her 4 times a day.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
And you got through that week when Beth was away? You took care of everything, or did you have help?
Breeder helped me.
Ah, see?
You have a dog nanny, in essence.
Yeah. I need help. No question I need help.
I said, you know what? He hasn't complained once. He's obviously got somebody else taking care of business. I knew it.
I didn't want to tell you. I was too ashamed.
I noticed you didn't mention it the whole time.
I just kept quiet trying to get through because you would have ripped me a new a-hole.
I knew it.
I didn't want to hear from you. You scare me.
I can't believe you.
Yeah, I didn't want to get in trouble with you.
Some dog owner.
Exactly. I didn't want to hear that.
Hey, can I tell you one other weird thing about the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You know, the players, or any player on any team, is allowed to buy tickets at face value.
Right.
And that Real Sports Show, again, they showed that scalping is a really, tough thing. The players, they got a player on camera scalping his tickets.
No kidding.
Yeah. Guy played for Jacksonville.
What was he selling for, about $3,500?
Well, what happened was he didn't get arrested. He was doing it to a cop, and he said, all right, I'll be back in 5 minutes, and he never came back because he probably sold them for more along the way. But they said that every NFL player is allowed to buy 2 or 4 tickets for the $400 that it costs. And then this guy was turning around. He said, the great seats, I'll get them for you, $2,000 a pop.
Wow. Well, who's he play for?
Jacksonville.
No kidding.
But they didn't identify him. They didn't identify him by name. I don't know why. Because the crime was never committed. But Real Sports didn't identify him by name. But, and then they interviewed him off camera, and he said every player in the NFL does it.
Right. Wow. I didn't know they did that. I thought.
Amazing. Don't they get enough money?
No, not all of them. Not all those guys make as much money as you think.
Minimum salary in the NFL.
The minimum salary now is, I think it's at least $250,000.
Okay, so you take a guy making $250,000. Let's say he's married, he's got kids.
And he's only got about 5 to 7 years to play. Anyway.
So let's say he even banks after 7 years.
But you're acting like he takes that $4,000 and saves it. You know that these guys are just pissing it around.
Whatever.
Yeah, but he still needs the money.
You know what? I get it. They should let those guys sell all the tickets.
Well, they were explaining why it's hard for a regular person to get a ticket. Because, the NFL gets a bunch of them, the scalpers get all of them, there's nothing left.
Yeah, I understand they only allow, the season ticket holders a certain number, and they got a lottery.
When you watch it on TV, do you have any desire to actually be at the Super Bowl?
I do.
I don't.
I do.
I have no desire.
Zero.
In fact, they said it was sort of like Mardi Gras in San Diego, that it was just one big party the whole week.
Howard, maybe we'd like it. Maybe next year we should go to Super Bowl.
The parties start on Monday.
Right.
Supposedly, Hef throws a party every year. That's amazing.
Really?
Maxim Magazine throws a party. The NFL throws a party. ABC, it's supposedly...
Maybe we should go down there next year.
They said a lot of stars were hanging out, too, and I was thinking that as I was listening to some of the weekly build-up, that maybe it is a good place to broadcast from.
You know who I want to interview again? Tara Reid, boy. I was reading the tabloid. She's completely out of control.
Yeah.
They got pictures of her falling down into her car, and they have to pick her up. They have pictures of her, passed out.
Well, and she's a new boyfriend every week.
Yeah.
And you see, she got thrown off a plane before it took off because she was so drunk the pilot didn't want to fly with her.
Wow.
And the publicist said it was because of bad fish.
Please.
How funny is that?
Because what happened was the pilot, I think they were flying from L.A. to Hawaii, and the pilot said, she's so drunk, I can't land anywhere on the way to Hawaii. I don't want her on the plane.
Yeah.
And then when they told her to leave, she walked into the pilot's cockpit.
Imagine being so drunk they throw you off a plane.
But imagine you can't even find the door to a plane.
Yeah.
But that excuse, wasn't that the Sam Kinison excuse?
Yeah.
Bad Chinese food.
Oh, it was bad Chinese food.
It was the famous vodka fish. we gotta interview her again. Is she in movies at all anymore?
She's been in a couple, but not recently. Yeah. I heard she's working, though.
I know. Boy, oh boy, talk about self-destructing.
Well, they say, who's going through that now? They say is Christina Aguilera. They say the big drinking a bunch of times, too.
Yeah.
NFL minimum salary is $450,000.
That's pretty good.
You'd think you wouldn't have to scalp tickets.
Right.
Hey, AC, go ahead.
Hey, Howard. The best commercial of all time yesterday was the guy who was in the clown outfit looked like he was walking on his hands, and it looked like he was drinking the butt from his ass.
I didn't see that.
That was the best one. And then everybody's looking at him like he's drinking out of his ass. Then at the end he says, let me have a hot dog. And the bartender says, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't recall that one.
You got no one there saw that commercial? John said he thought it was the best one, too.
Did you think it was funny?
At first I didn't get it, and then the second time I was like, oh, okay. But it was, it was hard to see the clown outfit and his, I don't know. I mean,
Best one was
on his hand.
Best one was the dog on the guy's head.
You didn't see the one with the two guys in the back of the women's stretching class?
Yeah, they were in a yoga class.
They have fake legs, so they're pulling these fake legs back, but in the meantime, the women are pulling their legs back.
What's it a commercial for?
It's Bud Light.
Yeah.
And they pull their legs apart, and then the woman's like, okay, thrust your pelvis into the air. These women are on their backs thrusting, and then these two guys are just in the back of the class.
Commercials were more interesting than the game. They really were.
Yeah.
I looked forward to the commercials, yeah.
The clown commercial was great. It was a very funny one. And the other one that was great was the Reebok one, where the guy, they hire a linebacker to come into work and beat up everybody. Did you see that one?
No, but it sounds funny.
It sounds funny when you tell it.
Did you see that one, Robin?
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was pretty good,
comes
right?
in and tackles everybody.
Throwing everyone around the office.
Got to take a break. There's a lot of people on the phone. You were evidently on CNN over the weekend. This guy wants to talk. Ryan, what is it?
Good morning, Howard, king of all media. This is Ryan from Cleveland. Hey, listen, I was watching, I can't remember what channel it was, but I saw a special on Baba Booey's brother, who I guess had passed away from having AIDS from being gay, I believe, or something of that sort. But I just wanted to let Gary know I give him my heart. I mean, I feel really bad. I didn't know that he had that kind of a tragedy in his life. So.
Well, thank you.
But, yeah, seriously, on a serious note, too, I feel really bad, Gary. I apologize, and like I said, you guys put on a great show every morning, and, I call every once in a while to bust some balls, but, you guys do a great job, and it's all in good fun,
No joke here.
Yeah, we kept waiting for the hammer.
Because it said...
Well, no, Artie's still a fat pig. I mean, I'm going to give you that, but, I mean, no, really, you guys are great, man.
It said Gary on CNN was disturbing. I was wondering what was disturbing about it.
Well, no, it was really kind of just like, the whole AIDS thing, that word. It's like, it's just kind of a scary thing, and it's like I didn't know that Gary had that,
Rolling Stone,
really bad for him.
Gary had a horrible tragedy in his life with his brother dying of AIDS, which was awful. How many years ago now?
It's almost, it was 91.
So,
12 years ago.
12 years.
But, hey, like I said, my condolences to you, Baba Booey. Good job, guys. Seriously.
There was an article in Rolling Stone magazine. I started reading it. I had to put it down. I couldn't handle it. And then I saw the New York Post picked up on it. I don't know if it's for real now, but gay guys who want the AIDS virus, and the guys who have AIDS, they call them the gift giver.
Really?
And they consider it a gift to get AIDS, and they want it.
What are you talking about?
It's almost like they want to belong to a brotherhood, they call it. It's like a psychological thing where I guess if you think so poorly of yourself, you're kind of like, I want to just belong.
It's like Soylent Green, where everybody becomes those weird people.
And they even said to him, like, aren't you worried about your health and you're going to have to be on medication? They go, oh, it's not that bad.
Oh, my God. You know what? Bring him over my way.
Yeah.
I watched a guy die for 2 years. You got to be out of your mind to want that.
I mean, read this article in Rolling Stone. I defy you to get through it. It's so disturbing.
That's crazy. But I had told you about, reading those stories about those parties in San Francisco where, they'll bring in a party for everybody to have group sex and nobody knows. There's AIDS people in the party.
There you go.
You know that, and you still have sex with whoever.
Right. That's what these guys are about, too.
Wow.
I got to sneeze. Hold on. I got this cold. Hold on, it's coming.
Don't you love it when I sneeze, you got to wait for it?
We're waiting for it.
Okay, now left me. All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Hello, you're on the air.
First of all, Mr. Stern, my mother's a decent woman, and she's respectful.
I don't think your mother is a decent woman. I think she's got a foul mouth. And I don't know how you. And I don't know how you live with her.
She's a respectable woman, Mr. Stern, and you have no right to insult old people like you did last year. You would like call them old because they wouldn't put you on 60 meds. Anybody who doesn't respect you call an old fire a douchebag, or who doesn't your word suck up, you call a douchebag or.
You're as incoherent as your mother. You're as incoherent as your mother. What is your IQ and what do you do for a living?
Look, what I do for a living is not.
You sound like you sound as retarded as your mother.
You still be yourself, Mr. Stern.
America's best love radio personality, Howard Stern. The Howard Stern Show.
This show said 500 people just quit New York sports clubs. Hey, let me throw a plug to my good friends over at Court TV, the TV show Forensic Files, where science meets investigation, weeknights at 9 o'clock on Court TV. They're helping us out. We're going to find out if Kane and Cabby are half-brothers.
They're going to take care of it, because I was just about to ask you, when is the DNA testing to begin?
We will know at the end of the week if they're half-brothers.
We're going to get some forensic specialists.
We should have the results in an envelope, and then, like, I'll open them on the air in front of those two guys.
Like a big award show.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Build some suspense. That'd be cool.
Yeah, lay out the whole story, and then come up with the answer.
Here's a dude on the phone claims to run a thing... runs Men with Open Arms daycare.
What's that?
Wait till you hear this. Just follow this story for 2 seconds. Hey, Michael. Oops, wrong line. Hey, Michael. Michael?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Howard.
Hi. What is Men with Open Arms daycare? Because it doesn't sound right to me, but maybe to Robin it'll sound right.
Sure. Let me explain what this is. This is a daycare that we've actually had open for about 10 years under a different name. It was originally called the Rainbow Daycare Center of North Hollywood. And we decided to change the name and change the whole image of the daycare and the whole approach to taking care of the children. Now it's called Men with Open Arms Daycare. And what we're all about is we encourage children that are maybe kind of undecided, or maybe they realize maybe that they're gay or they're bisexual. We actually encourage them to express themselves however they want. We've noticed that a lot of other child daycare centers, they kind of discourage that. And we
discourage what, being gay?
Yes, they discourage that, and we don't discourage that at all. We encourage the children to be.
How old are these kids?
The kids range from ages 3 to 8.
Oh my goodness!
So you encourage the kids to be gay from 3 to 8?
No, we don't encourage them to be gay. We allow them to be however they want. We don't try to move them in any certain direction. We don't tell them to be gay. We just want to let them know that they are welcome to be whatever their sexual orientation is fine with us.
And what do you make of that, Robin?
I don't know.
That's the whole approach.
Who runs this daycare center? Who is actually administering the daycare?
I am the director of the daycare, and another one of our interesting hiring policies is we believe in giving second chances. Most of our employees there are reformed pedophiles.
Oh, I knew it.
And what we do is we give these men a
There you go.
Forget it.
Because we believe
my phone.
Nobody's gonna send their kid there.
Well, I disagree. I disagree, Howard. I'm sorry.
Simon says give filet.
No,
you're telling me you have reformed pet encouraging 3 to 8-year-olds to be gay?
No, they're not. Howard, they're not encouraging them to be gay. We have a very permissive environment.
Checking to see if they're gay.
Where do you get the kids for this program?
We advertise, and that's actually why I'm calling. I'm calling to speak to you and Robin and to the listeners, because what we need to do to really promote our new daycare, this whole new idea, is we need about $70,000 to really get the ads out there on the billboards.
It's a nude twister with boys.
No, we don't do any of that.
You got to be kidding me with this.
I'm not kidding at all. We're very serious about it. There's a lot of discrimination. There's a lot of discrimination in daycares, and we're trying to eliminate that. We're trying to make a fresh start. We're trying to give reformed pedophiles a fresh start.
All right, let me understand this. You say you worked as an 8th grade physical education instructor for several years. You were fired after being accused of molesting your students?
You know, it was an accused thing. It was just kind of a misunderstanding. I was teaching physical education.
It says here, you say sometimes your students would stay in the shower too long, and you would have to forcibly remove them.
I would have to forcibly remove them, and of course, when I remove them, they're not clothed. I can't run in there with a towel for everybody, and I need to get them out, get them dry.
Dude, you're not to be trusted around kids.
No, I disagree. I've been given a wonderful second chance, and I think this is just a great opportunity.
This school is open now?
The school is open now, yes.
Yeah. And you have students?
Yes. We have about 25 children during the day. We have about 75 employees during the day. That's about 3 for each child.
And that means the people probably work for free because they just want to be around kids.
We actually have some employees that are volunteering their services.
Joe,
a bunch of fags.
Joe, go ahead. You're on the air.
Listen, first of all, it's a learned behavior.
and this is a perfect place for a bunch of fags to teach kids how to be fags.
Well, we don't, like I said, we're not encouraging any type of behavior. We're just, this is called the Men with Open Arms Daycare Center, and we just allow the children to express themselves.
So it's all guys helping kids?
Right.
So all men?
Yes, it is. All the employees are men.
And what, you only take boy children, or what? What's the deal?
I would say about 80% of the children there are boys. We have a few girls, but most
no kidding.
What do you play, dodge?
Gee, I can't believe that.
What do you play instead of
Only
dodgeball?
80%?
About 80% are boys.
What do you play, dodge Benoit balls?
Well, we have activities during the day. We prepare the meals for the children. We have nap time and just the standard daycare.
Judy, you're on the air. Go ahead. What do you think of this idea? Judy, go ahead and talk.
Hi, Judy.
No, Judy's gone. I don't know what's going on.
Now, you have a sign outside that says Men with Open Arms Daycare?
Yes, we do. And
police haven't shown up.
We have a sign outside, and we're in the process of getting our website fixed, getting our website set up. That's kind of new to me. We're going to have that set up probably tomorrow or...
Larry, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, man, it's proven 100% pedophilia is incurable. So if this guy's saying he's giving someone a second chance, that's already proven that once you're turned on by a little boy's hiney, that's what you... Of course they're volunteering their time, Howard.
Of course.
They want to be around. This is why the Cub Scout masters and the priests, they go into these places. You know what's up, bro. Come on.
Look, as I said before, I am a reformed... I've been accused of pedophilia.
Are you a pedophile?
No, I'm not.
You were accused of it. Were you convicted of it?
No, I was not. It was a misunderstanding at the
school. Oh, a misunderstanding. What happened?
Well, as I said before on the radio, I had to forcibly remove some of the students from the showers and get them on their way to their next class. They were kind of wasting time in the showers.
Naked boys?
Let me tell you something, Howard. I usually got a nice joke for you, but I'll tell you, if this guy was around me, it'd be Men with Broken Jaws Daycare. You understand?
All right, thank you.
Right.
These guys are a bunch of punks.
Right. I agree with you. I agree with you totally. Frank, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I got Pete Townsend here. He wants to know if you're hiring.
Yeah, Pete Townsend wants to work for you, dude.
That's very funny.
Now, is this guy gay? Does he consider himself gay?
No, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not a pedophile. None of that.
You have a wife?
No, I don't have a wife.
You date women, though, you say?
Every now and then, you know.
But Michael's employees will take children that are confused about their sexual feelings into a private room for one-on-one discussions. Michael says these therapies... A 3-year-old. Michael says these therapy sessions sometimes run as long until he has to interrupt.
Wait a minute, but who's giving the therapy? The pedophile?
Well, the employees, sometimes it's 3 men with 1 child, and they counsel the child.
You're crazy.
This is nuts. Ray, go ahead. You're on the air.
This guy's a freak. He makes me want to go buy a ticket to California and knock him the freak out. I can't take this guy. This guy's a total moron.
I can't even believe what I'm hearing. Yeah, Todd, go ahead.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hi. This is exactly what I've been looking for my whole life. What is this man's name?
Michael S.
Hi, Michael. Could you please rush me an application out? This is right up my alley.
All right, there you go. There's a volunteer.
Great. Where do you live?
Let's go to Ryan. You're on the air.
Hey, you should change the name to Men with Open Pants Daycare.
Right. Well, Michael, this is very controversial. We don't like it.
Where are you exactly? We would like to send somebody.
Yeah, we want to send the police down and investigate.
Well, we're located in North Hollywood.
All right. There it is. A guy who hires ex-pedophiles.
And 3 to 1 is the ratio of boys to men.
They take care of your kids. How do you know if your kid's gay?
They'll counsel 3-year-olds who have questions.
We don't know for sure. A lot of children come in and they don't, their parents say, well, we think our child, he might be leaning in that direction. And we don't want to make any judgments. We just want to have an open atmosphere where children can express themselves however they want.
Rose, you're on the air.
Wait a minute. How many of your children wind up being gay?
I'd say probably maybe 60%.
Hey, is this legal?
Is this legal?
This is completely legal. What are we doing? We're not encouraging children to be gay. We're not encouraging children to be bisexual. All we're doing is opening up for once in this closed-minded nation we live in, a permissive environment.
What state is this in?
This is in California, in North Hollywood.
And this is legal?
Of course, this is legal. We're not doing anything to the children. We're not pedophiles. I hire reformed pedophiles. They don't do that anymore.
Marcus, you're on the air.
Doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right at all. Marcus, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, was Gary's brother a student at this daycare center? And the second part of that question was Gary's brother the monkey that AIDS originated from?
Oh, come on. Wow. That's a terrible thing to say.
What are you talking about?
Well, nobody can believe what you're telling us. If you're telling me there's a daycare center where ex-pedophiles treat the children...
What evidence does the children give that they might have questions about their sexuality at 3 and 4?
Sometimes there are signs that maybe the children just aren't interested in a lot of things that young boys are interested in. They don't really enjoy, sports, things like that. Sometimes they we've had a lot of people say that the young boys enjoy women's clothing voluntarily. They enjoy
you let that happen at your daycare.
At daycare, you encourage that?
We allow it. We don't.
You allow it. Lorraine, go ahead. You're on the air.
I think it's a good idea.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Lorraine.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Well, thank you very much.
Like this?
Yeah, because you get killed in regular daycares.
That's right. I think you're in the majority. Thank you very much.
All right, there you go.
I don't know what she said.
I don't either. It got completely bleeped off.
In favor of it.
Well, let's go to Jeff for one final call.
Hey, thanks, Howard. Eventually he has to say, like, April Fools or something.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
You're not for real, are you?
You could not be licensed at all. No city, state, or any local government would ever license you to have a daycare.
Can I tell you something? We are a licensed daycare. We've been licensed for 10 years. Our operation is completely legal.
Could you send a copy of that license to Howard Studio?
Yeah, please do. I want to investigate you.
I think, I would assume you have all private funding, because I wouldn't think on any level of government they would be contributing a dime towards the state care center. So,
sir, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Okay, don't you think that if we weren't licensed, don't you think they would shut us down because we work with children?
Oh, yeah, I suggest you pack all the furniture now if you haven't already.
We've been open for 10 years. We've been open for 10 years. We just recently changed our name, and we changed our approach, and that's about the only difference.
John, go ahead.
Hello?
John, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, listen, this guy's full of crap. There's no way a pedophile can work with a kid.
He's saying it's a pedophile, ex-pedophiles who are helping kids in daycare.
Dude, I just threw up 3 times listening to this guy. You cannot have a pedophile around a kid. It's illegal.
That's what I thought.
Piece of garbage. They go and bomb friggin' the clinics that do abortions. Somebody should drop a bomb in this guy's house.
That's right.
You're a piece of garbage. I got 2 kids, man. You're just gross, man.
Well, if you're ever in California, we can. How old are they?
I'll kill you, dude.
How old are your kids?
I can kill you.
How old are they?
Garbage.
All right. Well,
How old are they?
this is. I guess he hung up.
Do you allow just drop-by visits, to surprise visits?
Of course,
just to check
anytime.
what's going on in there?
I'm pretty sure my parents would have put me in there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, they put me anywhere they wanted, pretty much.
Sometimes the children, if they're in counseling, we discourage the parents from stopping by or interrupting the counseling.
Steve, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard. Now, I have 2 children. They've gone to daycare. Okay, I've done a lot of research before I've sent my children to these daycare centers. Now, what pamphlet or what type of information are given to these parents that say that there are ex-pedophiles looking over these children?
We don't come out and just that's not like a huge selling point that they're ex-pedophiles, that they're reformed pedophiles. But we just, like I said, we like to give reformed pedophiles a second chance, because in America they don't really get a lot of.
But why do they have to work with kids?
Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean, they have experience with children.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they do like to play a lot of games, I guess.
They're familiar with children.
Like hide the salami. Tom, you're on the air.
Yeah, listen, I've got a kid who may be gay, and I'm trying to take him away from playing with dolls all the time. I've accomplished that. He loves his Barbie dolls. I've taken those away. He still doesn't want to play sports and stuff. But on the other hand, my ex-girlfriend's friends encourage him to comb their hair and do their nails.
That's fine.
Can I stop that?
Why? No, see, that's just it. Why would you want to discourage your child from expressing themselves and being who they are. If the child is bisexual or gay...
Sounds like your daycare center is like putting a pyromaniac in charge of a match factory.
You know what? I can't believe 40% of the kids make it out of there not being gay.
Yeah. Here's Butch, who claims he's a former student.
Oh, no.
Over at the daycare. Yes, Butch.
Oh, how are you, Howard?
Fine.
I would just like to say I learned some great techniques on fellatio and buttocks removal at the school, and it was just an experience.
Well, I don't understand this daycare, but Michael asks...
Well, at least he's advertising what he is. He's not trying to keep it...
That's right. It's not...
I think you're disgusting. I find you highly disgusting.
But he's keeping it real.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Not even thank you.
Yeah, don't thank
You're gross. You're grotesque.
Well, thank you for having me on.
All right. Well, there, I'm in shock. A guy who claims he has a daycare center run by...
They gave him a license. That person really needs to be investigated.
Yeah, the Second Chance...
How disgusting.
The Second Chance Daycare Center, where guys who used to be pedophiles get a second chance.
And with open arms.
That's right. I think Fred went there for a few years. Jim J. Bullock, too, but he turned out all right. So here's that article that I was looking for before. Police in riot gear responded with tear gas Sunday night after rowdy crowds set cars on fire and threw rocks and bottles at passing vehicles following the Oakland Raiders' loss in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they celebrated the loss.
Lovely city.
But it would have been the same if they had won.
Yeah, doesn't make a difference.
They just take any opportunity to riot.
No details were immediately available about arrests or injuries, but some parts of Oakland were the scene of repeated running skirmishes between police officers and crowds.
Yeah, they said they had police officers and highway patrolmen just chasing people through the street.
I can't get that last guest voice out of my mind.
I know, sometimes those things stay with you way too long.
I find that highly disgusting. At least 2 cars were set on fire, and a television news van had its windows broken. One group of young men set debris on fire in the middle of a street and then posed for news photographers. That's always smart.
Yeah, get that picture and then arrest everybody.
You imagine, like, lighting cars on fire in Oakland and then posing for pictures?
Right, take my picture. See what I just did?
After the Raiders advanced to the Super Bowl last week, crowds set fires, broke windows, and threw rocks and bottles. Oakland officials have vowed to prevent a repetition of the violence following the Super Bowl, and hundreds of extra officers were assigned to work Sunday, but that didn't slow anyone down.
You know what? That town should be on curfew if their teams win anything.
When the trouble broke out, huge squads of officers marched through the streets, and authorities closed off some areas of the city. Oy vey. Can you imagine?
Totally out of control.
What a horrible Super Bowl.
But the Super Bowl usually isn't great.
Right. Yeah, why is that?
It's usually one team dominating another team. I don't know why, but that's always the way it is. The playoffs are always much better than the actual Super Bowl.
Billy Joel, a guy I know personally, in the hospital.
He's in the hospital from this accident.
They airlifted him to the hospital.
Really? So he's just right there?
Yeah.
What's the matter with the car I'm driving?
Joey Booth spent all night on that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's a whole big article in the paper. What's weird is Billy Joel was in a car accident. Now, I read in the paper they blood tested him, and they said there was no alcohol involved.
I read where they didn't blood test him, and they said, oh, yeah, everybody is always driving off the road, although this might be the first time I've ever heard it. I'm not there all the time. I know the curve they're talking about.
Sag Harbor, you know?
Yeah. It's
Dead Man's Curve?
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, and plus, he's a resident out there. He should know that road. How do you go off? And the car is like totally like destroyed on the side. So he was moving at a pretty fast rate.
I can't figure out Christy Brinkley showing up with a camera and taking pictures.
Well, it says hours after, so,
yeah.
I mean, it did take her a little while to get there.
But why is she doing that?
Maybe she's obsessed.
She's nuts? No.
Because her first boyfriend died in a car crash or something like that.
Wow.
It's like really weird.
Yeah, but Billy's no longer in the car. She's standing there snapping photos.
I hope Billy's okay. They said it took him like a half hour to get him out of the car. He was talking like a mile a minute. But they said that they smelled no alcohol in his breath, and then when he got to the hospital, they took his blood, and there was no alcohol.
Didn't he have a car crash like several months ago? That was in the news.
No, he had a motorcycle crash.
There was in the Daily News. They printed it out that he had a car crash.
Hold on.
Like
Give me the article.
Last summer. And shortly after that, he went into rehab.
I'll read the whole goddamn article right now. Either my reading comprehension is off.
All right, it doesn't say it was no alcohol. It shows that he was not drunk.
It's a miracle that troubled pop star Billy Joel survived a terrifying brush with death in a car on Notorious Dead Man's Curb on Long Island yesterday, residents said. Joel's shaken ex-wife, supermodel Christy Brinkley, wasn't he married to her like 50 years ago?
Right. And doesn't he have a new wife now?
Or a girlfriend or something?
I thought he had a wife. I thought he just got married.
Joel's shaken ex-wife, supermodel Christy Brinkley, was spotted snapping photos of the crushed car just hours after the Sag Harbor accident. So what kind of freak is she?
She was going to sell him.
She must be cuckoo.
She does work as a photographer from time to time.
Sources said he was sober at the time with facial cuts. Joel, 53, was alone heading south in his Mercedes-Benz S600. That's a nice car, man. It's a
huge car.
S600, dude.
Yeah, that should protect you.
Well, the dead, he's alive. About a mile and a half from downtown Sag Harbor when the vehicle spun out of control at about 10:30 p.m. Saturday as it rounded an extremely dangerous bend. How fast was he going? It's a miracle he's alive. What?
Didn't say, but, I mean, you look at the damage on the car. That's pretty extensive.
It's a miracle he's alive, said Winthrop Barrett, 45, who was in his home on Route 114 when he heard the thump outside. He only sideswiped a tree. If he hit his head on it, he'd be dead.
No, if he hit it head on.
Oh, sorry. If he hit it head on, he'd be dead. I came out and saw the car sitting in the middle of the road. It's a miracle someone didn't hit him, said Barrett, who didn't recognize Joel behind the wheel of the wrecked car. He was either in shock or something. Joel wound up slamming into a 15-foot tree bearing a sign, Trail's End.
Yeah.
That tree is hit so many times, Barrett said. Coming off the hill, it's a very dangerous curve. They call it Dead Man's Curve. Me and my mom put the sign Trail's End on the tree because this was going to be our last home, but it's taken on a whole new meaning now. Trail's End. I didn't smell any alcohol, added the source, who arrived at the scene shortly afterward.
Oh, they do say that a blood test showed that Joel had not been drinking at the time of the crash.
Yeah, Joel's blood was drawn later at University Hospital at Stony Brook, and the test showed he was not drunk. See, Fred?
But how many hours?
How many hours?
They had to airlift him.
That's true. I don't know how that all works. Joel was last...
No booze and not drunk are two different things, but this says that he didn't have any alcohol. He was not drinking.
Yeah, but
at the time of the crash.
What's your point, Benji?
The source could be Billy Joel's publicist.
Yeah, it could be some guy on the side of the phone.
Joel's blood was drawn later. Joel was wearing a seatbelt, didn't remember what led up to the crash.
Well, that happens sometimes. He was talking a mile a minute, though. What was he talking about?
Probably about the crash.
He didn't remember.
I think he was talking about that Open Arms daycare center. Well, glad to see Billy's okay. He's a super talent.
He's already out of the hospital.
Yeah, it's fine.
It wasn't that bad. You made me think he was in there trussed up in traction or something.
Christy Brinkley's making a calendar out of the photos. She's going to sell it.
Somebody take care of the...
What the hell was that?
I don't know. That's you.
What's that, Fred?
I hit the wrong button.
Well, why are you hitting a button?
I was trying to come up with some other noise.
Oh. Trying to come up with some Billy Joel sound effects?
It's really worth it.
What's the matter with the car I'm driving?
It's an actual recording. It's Christy Brinkley.
Well, it's really weird because it says afternoon yesterday, Brinkley went to the Sag Harbor firehouse where the car had been taken after the crash to photograph it.
Yeah. Wouldn't you go visit the dude rather than... Yeah, Bobo, what's up?
Yeah, Howard, how you doing? Don't you think it's a little, funny or mysterious that they called the press conference and then it's abruptly canceled? It's something weird about that.
I don't think it's weird at all.
You don't think so?
No. I don't even know why they're holding a press conference. What do you need a press conference for?
They announced yesterday after, he was airlifted to the hospital, they were going to have a press conference. That's what I heard on the news station. And then all of a sudden they said it was canceled, and the next thing you know, he's out of the hospital. Now, I find it kind of weird, I mean, I'm glad he's all right. I'm a big fan. But how could he be airlifted there and then all of a sudden walk out of the hospital? Something doesn't add up.
He was stuck in the car. They didn't know what was wrong with him. They airlifted him to the hospital. And then when they got him in the hospital, they saw he was okay, and they released him. Why would you think that's weird?
He's Billy Joel. They do that for Billy Joel.
Yeah, for you, Bobo, they won't do that. Imagine they find Bobo. They would just beat him and drag him out of the car and take his hair off. And
no Crystal Brinkley taking pictures.
No, nobody would even care. Yo, David, go ahead.
Yeah, Howard.
What's up?
Where the hell is Artie?
Where is Artie? Robin?
Artie's in Vegas, isn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought he had to go out to L.A. to do it.
Maybe he went to L.A. after Vegas, because I know this weekend he was headed for Vegas.
Wait, now my memory bank's kicking in. He had to go up to Vancouver. He got a job a day and a half on the Will Ferrell movie.
I don't think
okay.
It started in Vegas. Artie had a show in Vegas last night or something. That was what one day was going to be. The second day was going to be L.A., and they were supposed to be back on Wednesday, but you're right. He got the job with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, he's going to be back on Thursday.
Let me tell you what I think. I think Artie lost on the game and then ate and drank himself into a stupor.
Well, okay. Yeah, Mike, go ahead. You're on there.
Yo, Howard, man. But getting back to Billy Joel, they didn't find any booze in the car, but they did find a bottle of Reds and a bottle of Whites.
There you go. Yeah. Looking in the song.
Song lyrics again.
Eric the Midget, go ahead. Then I got to take a break.
Hello, Stern. Remember me?
Yeah, I know you.
Stern.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin. Eric the Midget, go ahead.
I just wanted to talk for a little bit about American Idol.
Oh, boy.
I tried calling through last week when you had the judges on, but all I got was being left on hold.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you get a little boring. You call every day, and all you want to talk about is American Idol, and I've told you repeatedly, I've given you money, I've given you prizes, that you do have a medical condition, you are a midget. I feel bad for you, but, dude, you gotta, if you're going to get laid or you're going to meet people, you got to stop worshiping American Idol. Your whole life is built around American Idol. You have posters in your room of American Idol. It's enough already.
What did you have to say to the judges?
Even Paul Abdul would make fun of you.
I just wanted to talk to him about the show and, you know, see what, you know, things are coming up for this new one and stuff like that.
Same show as last year.
That sounds very exciting, Eric. I'm sorry you didn't get through.
This kid loves American Idol.
Oh, he's obsessed.
You know what? I love American Idol, too. I like to watch it, but I'm not building my life around it. Why don't you go to some of those little people meetings?
I haven't been to any of those for quite a while.
Meet some people your size. People like Kelly Clarkson think they're so good, they're not going to go out with a midget. I know it. That chicks wants a full-size guy.
But people who lost American Idol wouldn't be bothered with it.
Hey, you know, Tamira wouldn't go out with a midget. Maybe Justin Guarini would. You know what you ought to do? Seriously, you ought to enroll in that clown college. You know how much work Marty the Midget gets? The kid's rolling in dough and he's getting full-size chicks.
Or acting school.
Yeah.
Mini-Me.
Mini-Me's making a fortune, that guy.
I don't know where any acting schools are up here in Northern California.
In California?
California, you can't find an acting school.
Well, I'm in Northern California. I'm not near L.A.
Oh, come on, man.
Open up the Yellow Pages. I'm sure you can find something.
How tall are you?
About 3'6".
He's probably lying about that.
You got star potential.
Are you funny looking like Mini-Me?
I'm taller than him. He's in the 2-foot range.
Oh, so you're even too big to be in a movie.
Oh, come on. He could be like an elf or something. He didn't have to be the main dude.
Yeah, he could be like that guy in... remember the one with the dwarf who was like a leprechaun?
Yes, Leprechaun.
Yeah, that was good. Are your fingers normal size or are they tiny?
Well, they're not like dwarf fingers, you know, like short and stubby, but they look like the hands of a little kid.
Can you fit in a washing machine?
Don't think I'd want to try.
No, but I'm saying, could you if I needed to get you in one? Trying to gauge your size.
Yeah, I guess.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's smaller than Hank.
3'11". How big was he?
3'6". I think Hank was 3'9".
Yeah? Then that's good.
I don't know why you're sitting home watching American Idol, fantasizing about Kelly Clarkson and Paul Abdul.
I think he's fantasizing about Justin.
Oh, no.
No, he's no homo.
No. I may live near San Francisco, but that's not...
Although you do have a lot of wrestling pictures hanging up in your room.
Yeah.
All right, are you done?
Well, I was wondering if you could help me get some acting. I mean, you help, like, Beetlejuice and stuff.
Dude, I've given you so much money. Put it toward acting. You know what kind of work is out there for midgets? Tons. Can you box?
Not really.
No. This kid depresses me.
I know, he's always so sad, and then he starts carrying on about American Idol. You get...
Makes me crazy.
Crazy from it.
All right, can I go now?
Yeah, I guess I emailed you this morning.
About what?
What was it? It was about wanting to get back on the show and stuff like that. I didn't mention anything about American Idol this time.
Hey, get off that. It's not getting you any good. Sitting at home with that American Idol. There's a daycare center you should go to. Men with Open Arms. Bill, go ahead. You have a question?
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
I want to know, you always have these midgets on, and they always talk about their regular-sized penis. I'm wondering if a female midget has a regular-sized vagina.
You have a regular penis?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Why is that?
What about the females?
I don't even have a regular-sized penis.
Yeah, why does he have a regular-sized penis?
I don't know. You know Hank the Dwarf had a big penis?
You're kidding.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see it, thank
It
you.
used to piss me off.
Oh.
You sure it's regular?
Yeah.
I look at my minuscule member and I go, you know, I'm 6'5", for Christ's sake. Ugh. And this kid has a big penis.
Yeah. Can hardly carry it around. It's dragging the ground.
Measure it right now. Tell me how big it is.
I don't have anything to measure.
Yes, you do. Don't tell me you don't measure that thing every day.
I don't.
Well, get that slide rule out.
Yeah. Get your ruler out.
I don't have one anywhere near.
When you write to Kelly Clarkson, don't you use a ruler so all the lines will be straight? So your script will look perfect? How many letters have you written to Kelly Clarkson? Tell the truth.
None.
Oh.
Liar.
I want to get this kid to one of those little people meetings and get him laid. Get him a midget
When
girlfriend.
is that convention? We'll just send him there.
We're going to send you, all right?
Where?
Little Persons Convention.
Don't they hold it in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
When's that?
I don't know. I'm going to look into it. I got to go.
All right.
This kid sounds so depressed.
I know.
Try to cheer him up. There's no cheering this kid up. What is it, Carlos?
Yo, Howard, I don't know why you waste your time with that little kid. He's always calling, begging for money. Oh, Howard, help me with this. Howard, help me with that. Just hang up on him. Give it up, kid. Give it up. Get a life. So annoying.
Thank you. A lot of compassion in our audience. All right, my brother. I got to go, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck. Call me again. I'll see if I can look into this whole thing I'm working on for you.
Is there anyone coming on this week that's cool? Any celebrities?
James Brown.
Okay. All right, I'll call back sometime and check on the little person.
The kid with the Sopranos, Robert Eiler, the one who went. Yeah. He's coming on here. 50 Cent, the rap star.
Really? 50 Cent. What do we know about him? Isn't he involved in the...
What? Of course.
The Jam Master Jay case?
I don't know. But he's coming in.
50 Cent.
Yes, Robin, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be here. All right, thanks, dude.
Anyone from WWE?
Not this week.
All right.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
It puts me into a whole warp. What do you do with him?
So far, nothing we've done has helped.
No.
I think we've tried everything.
All right, we got to take a break. Sorry we slowed everything down with that kid, but I had to hear what was on his mind. He fascinates me.
Well, now that American Idol's back on, I'm sure we'll be hearing from him as they winnow through those 10 contestants.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Stuttering John with Mike Wallace.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Young man.
Yeah, can I ask you a question? This is
Yes, sir.
This is for the Howard Stern Show tape of broadcast. How are you?
Good.
All right. Let me ask you, how can you be so old and still have pimples? Listen, I'm just curious. Because I actually have...
Sir, young man, that's I imagine probably a sensible question. How can you be so young and look the way that you do?
I know, I'm pretty good. Wait, no,
that's...
Just one more?
You know, I think we probably have done it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much for your courtesy.
All right, thanks a lot.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, Howard. How you doing? I'm Howard Stern from New York.
The Howard Stern Show.
It's getting cold in here, so put on all my clothes. Good Lord, it's cold in here. It's like a
Better
friggin'
than the boiling point we've been living through.
Yeah, well, I just want to heat on a little bit. I have this weird thing goes on with Tom, our general manager. He knows when I'm sick, he brings me in a nice piece of fruit and hot water, which is really nice, but then he stares at me. He wants me to talk to him, but I can't talk because I'm trying to save my voice for the radio.
Doesn't he get that?
No. He stands there staring at me, waiting for me to talk to him. And it's just stupid talk, you know.
Yeah, small talk.
I would rather not have the fruit. I don't want to talk to him.
Could somebody tell Tom just to leave the fruit and the water and walk out?
What is some weird crap going on with Tom?
What?
I always try to figure stuff that goes on within our company, even though it doesn't affect me. I mean, I don't care who runs the company as long as Mel's in charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're putting a whole bunch of different people in charge of the radio division. It's not just like Mel anymore.
Well, how many people does it take?
There's like 50 layers of management now between Mel and the general manager at the radio
They're
station.
trying to make radio like big business.
They brought over a whole bunch of VH1 guys to start running the radio division, and then there's regional guys, and then like here, they just appointed Scott Herman, who runs WINS, the all-news station. He's the general manager there. He's now like the regional guy. He's in like he became Tom's boss.
So now Tom's
answering to a guy who just used to be one of his fellow general managers.
Right.
So it's a real slap to Tom. Tom, I'm figuring this was a big blow to you. The Scott Herman thing.
I did not come in here. Expect to engage you in conversation. I came in to tell you what I was trying to accomplish this morning for you.
Oh.
And then
It seems like every morning you have stuff to tell me.
And then, and
sometimes it only seems to be small talk.
We do work together, and it has, but
during the show, don't talk to me. Sometimes it's not necessary.
You see, I understand, but then you run out immediately after the show.
No, if you have something legitimate to talk to me about, I understand. But a lot of times it's like, hey, how you doing? And, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
So put on all your clothes.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, any single digits.
Single digits, the wind chill factor.
What did you think of the Super Bowl?
What was your favorite commercial?
Did he say all that?
No.
No, I didn't.
He asked me how the orange was.
Really?
No, you were eating it. I said, it's good, isn't it? It is good.
Yeah.
It was real good.
It was great. Thank you.
We'll eat the orange.
I was thinking you're probably bummed out.
No, I'm jumping for joy.
Oh, you are upset. I knew it. I had it. I was thinking about it.
Were you up for that job or no?
Apparently not.
Oh.
Tom got passed over.
Oh.
I don't know why. So you're answering to Scott Herman, who was basically a co-worker of yours.
He's a good guy. I don't know what you're going to say. He's a good guy. I've known him a long time. He does a good job.
Is he younger than you?
Huh?
Is he younger than you?
Don't know. I think so.
You should have given Mel oranges, not me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So what is Scott? Who's Scott Herman in charge of?
He's the market manager for all the stations in New York now.
So he gets a bump in pay?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I would say you should.
Who decided this?
Was this a necessary thing? Did you have a kind of guy like this before?
No.
What's going on, do you think?
I don't know.
Are you going to...
No, actually, I would tell you I'm 100% I think the decision to put somebody in charge of the market makes a lot of sense. They've also announced a director of sales that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's a good thing for the company. I think it will...
But where's the
How many people are you answering to?
I think it will help the company do a better job of...
Where's the Tom Chiasano in this? Where's his reward?
Right here talking to you. You and me, baby.
But how many people now have they put in charge of you?
Of me? I'm losing count.
Are you necessary anymore?
Apparently not.
That's what I'm getting.
No, I think that everybody's doing every little bit of your job.
I think with everything that goes on here, and with the size and scope of the Howard Stern show, I think I'm very necessary.
My show's pretty easy to run. I run it, and Tom sells it.
But Tom has to, put together special promotions and so forth.
Oh, yes, bumper stickers.
Make sure you have hot water and fruit when you're sick.
So when did they tell you this, when they break the news to you?
About a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
How did they tell you? In a memo?
No, face-to-face.
Did Scott call you? And
No, I wasn't told by Scott.
Have you spoken to Scott since he got his job?
There's another big guy, right, that you have to answer to.
John Fulham.
Yeah, so you have to go meet with him. He told you.
Right, he told me.
Who's John Fulham?
He's the chief operating officer of Infinity Radio.
I buy him figs.
Him I send fruit baskets. You get apples, oranges. He gets fruit baskets.
I'm sorry, Tom.
Thanks.
No, I'm sure it upsets you. Did you congratulate Scott?
Sure.
Let me ask you something. There's speculation that you will not put up with this and you will resign.
Oh, you could only hope.
No, I don't hope that. I feel weird.
Thank you.
I've talked to people who said that you're really ticked.
Who?
I'm not going to say who. Seriously, you're really ticked. You were passed over for a promotion. Scott Herman is now your boss where he was a co-worker, and you are really irked that you're putting on a face now, but behind the scenes that you are thinking of retiring.
No. Have I thought about it? Sure, I've thought about it over the years, actually, but no, I'm not. I mean, I like what I do. I mean, I enjoy working with the show as much as I'm a pain in the neck to you. I enjoy working with the show. I like the people upstairs. And
but are a lot of people being brought on?
I like this. I really get off on the action. I really do.
But wait a minute. Are a lot of people being brought on that you have no relationship with? Like, there's a line a long history you have with this company, but there's a whole new influx of people that you're not in their stream, I don't think.
They're new people, certainly. I mean, they're good people. They're all good people, but yeah, it's different.
I heard you beat up your suit again.
No. Look at my hands. They're fine. Although I got to tell you,
So privately, what are you saying to friends and family? I mean, seriously, what is your thoughts on all this?
To my wife and to my son?
Yeah.
I mean, my wife would kill me if I ever stopped working.
No, come on.
I swear to God, she would...
You've been passed over in a major way here, and don't minimize what's going on. I mean, if you want to be honest about it, you have really been hurt here in terms of you. Everyone's looking at you cross-eyed now and thinking how sad. Is this going
to make you mean and evil and angry?
No, but I think you've had it. You've been passed over one too many times. Am I correct?
No, because I like working on the show.
No, he's not being honest.
It's clear that he only wants to be here.
Well, no. He wanted that job.
Did he?
Yeah. It's a kick in Tom's pants, what's happened.
Hasn't he been successful with the station?
Very.
Well...
that would warrant a promotion.
Yes, very.
This morning show is very successful.
Well, wait a minute.
No.
Regardless of what portion of this show is successful, he's been a part of that. I mean, it's been under his watch.
I think Ed Moyer...
How you sucked me in here for...
Yes. Ed Moyer left.
And I bit.
Ed Moyer, who was a salesman...
You jumped the waters, I came right in.
Ed Moyer left.
Yes. Are you giving Ed the credit?
No. I'm not giving him the credit. I think when Ed left, it hurt Tom. Showed a lot of Tom's faults.
Oh, exposed him.
Exposed him for what he is.
All of my inadequacies.
Right. And I don't think the company believes Tom can run more than one radio station. This is what it says. Am I right? Isn't that what it's saying?
We'd say apparently yes.
Did you?
Apparently you're right.
Right.
Oh.
It hurts.
I'm sorry, Tom.
Give a tissue.
Did you cry in Penelope's arms?
No.
Did you cry?
No.
Took it like a man?
Yes.
But it was like a body blow, right? Knocked the wind out of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Fair enough. That's all I needed to know. I need to know about your pain.
Because you like it.
No. I empathize.
Thank you.
I mean, I think to be an older gentleman like yourself, to be passed over time and time again is almost like...
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I am the youngest 55-year-old guy I know.
Oh, that's very good.
That's something.
Most immature.
You in the later years of life.
Your voice sounds really strong, you know?
Passed over. For this, I can come to life.
This gets your juices flowing.
No, Mel asked my opinion about whether it's Tom or Scott Herman. I said, I don't think Tom can handle it. I think it's too much stress.
What does Scott Herman do? He goes and talks to people who actually do the job.
I hear Scott Herman's fabulous.
Really?
Yeah.
You really like him.
Well, what's
I'm looking forward to hanging with him.
about him?
He's very concerned about me.
Yes.
He wants to meet with you?
Yeah. Yeah, my new boss does.
I can't even keep up with all the new bosses. There are too many.
Well, all I know is I'm going to Scott Herman, not Tom anymore.
Make sure you deep six me, okay?
Scott Herman's in. Tom Chisano out.
Out and Z.
Out and Z. Out with you. Tom, more oranges.
Oh.
Hot water, please.
Scott Herman brings me better oranges.
Okay.
Want to hear a guy's explanation why you were passed over? Let's see.
Who is this?
I don't know.
Who would know?
Sam, how would you know?
Well, as you know, my name and my voice are being changed to protect myself at this point in time.
Well, just tell us your theory.
Okay, the theory is Clear Channel Communications originally did.
I don't even understand him. Did you?
He might, but he might know something. He has to disguise his voice.
No, he didn't disguise it either. He's disguising his voice because he's gay.
That was Sam Ben-Ruby. I could tell.
I think he would have changed his name, too. I think that was Denise, actually. Changed her voice for the call. No, listen, Tom, I'm sorry. I heard the news late last week, and I knew you'd be depressed. And I don't blame you.
What can he do about it?
How many years you been with this company?
Be 21 in May.
Can I tell you something? Before you become the laughingstock of the whole company, resign.
Well,
I'm
what
serious.
Can he do about it? There's nothing he can do but leave, huh?
Absolutely. You should resign over it.
Only way.
You want my vote? Resign. I'm right out the door behind you, buddy.
Nixon, you have a contract.
Well, unfortunately, that's true.
So you'll be right at the door 2.5 years later, 2 years and 11 months after.
Oh, the guy put in 20-something years in the company, and he's been essentially...
I want to know how he saw it.
He what?
Did he think that at some point he'd be moving up the ladder?
Listen, let me tell you something. I heard behind the scenes Tom was devastated. And I'm here to tell people that. They should know what they did.
But, I mean, once he reached general manager, did he think, all right, now where do I go?
Yeah, well, the opportunity would have been to be regional manager. It would have been a great feather in Tom's cap, a great way to revitalize his career, to show his importance to the company, and he was passed over, essentially made to look like a fool.
Is this the first time there's been a position like this?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And even when they were giving people multiple stations to run, Tom got passed over.
Tom more than this.
I'm so sorry for you.
Thank you.
Really, I don't even know how you hold your head up in the calls.
I'm a professional.
Has he ever talked to anybody about this?
A psychiatrist, you mean?
No, I meant somebody in the company about, how things are looking for him.
Did you go to anyone over this?
I had a long conversation with somebody about it.
All right, he's starting to cry. I don't want you to cry. Are you crying? Seriously?
No.
What did they tell you, the person at the company?
Not this time.
Not this time. So they holding that carrot?
No.
No?
I didn't see the carrot.
You didn't see a carrot either.
Not this time. How much time's he got left?
Right.
When's the next time? 2012?
Yeah. My goodness.
So what, Tom? Who cares? You know what?
You and me, buddy.
I'm sure you socked away lots of dough.
I have.
I'm sure you have. You're all set.
Yep.
Me and you will go right out the door in 3 years.
Yeah, you got it, pal.
Although something tells me you're out the door faster than me.
You think that's enough for Tom? Huh?
Yeah. I think this is a tough one.
Fly fishing, golf.
Yeah. Enjoy your life.
Hey, I could be dead.
I'm serious. Don't put up with
all
this.
people.
He thinks I'm kidding with him. I feel bad for him.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do.
He might think you have ulterior motives.
I don't. Listen, at this point, I don't care if Tom's here or not.
Oh,
He's a fly on my ass.
You say every day.
Thank you. Now I feel much better. I know now I really know I'm needed.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Mentally, you're no challenge for me, so maybe that's a good thing. Looks-wise, he got me beat.
Right.
Oh, my God.
All right, look.
And I'm not coloring my hair.
Right. Yeah, you look good.
Thanks, you too.
All right, Tom. Sorry to hear about your failure.
Your failure?
Yeah, really. I mean, it was a failure. It was a huge...
Someone asked me, so, well, what would you hear about this? I mean, when... what would the reaction be? I said, oh, Howard, go in there and tell me I'm a loser.
That's all I have to get through.
This was your shot.
Exactly.
Regional manager.
Ping, there it went.
How many stations would you have run had you gotten the job?
6.
And did you go in and pitch the job? I mean, say, listen, this is what I would do. Here's my plan. Or did you lay back?
Didn't have the opportunity.
Wow, they didn't even let you pitch.
Tell you.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. They created this. This wasn't even existing.
Oh. God didn't even ask you about this?
No.
I mean, no?
No, but I don't think he's involved in...
Oh. You don't think he's involved?
In this. In these decisions.
Embarrassing yourself. Now I see why they didn't hire you. You're naive.
I'm not that bright.
Mel runs everything.
Oh, boy. Whap.
I was only slightly happy about your pain. Now I'm actually feeling sad for you. Who cares?
Right, who cares?
Strange how life takes its turn.
Yes.
Oh, my God. You're trying to get the tears out of him, aren't you?
And just think, you stopped masturbating with your deal with God, and it's done you no good.
Yeah, you might as well go back and...
You might as well go back and have a party. I'll give you my special tape. Send in the clowns. Send in the clowns. Is it life strange? Scott Herman got your job. You gave up masturbation. All right, enough with Tom.
Did Scott say to you, are you going to have any trouble working with me?
I won't go into the detail of the conversation, but we'll talk about a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I can imagine that conversation. Because Tom's always the loyal guy. Tom never gets mad.
I've seen movies about things like this. This is really happening here.
Hello, Tom Chiasano's office.
Hi, it's Scott Herman, Tom.
Hey, Scott. What's up?
Tom, are you going to be able to be loyal?
I will be loyal. I am always the company man. Hey, you win, I lose.
Well, Tom, quite frankly, they didn't even consider you, so you didn't lose anything.
They created this post for me.
They created this post for me.
I know I am loyal to you. I know what I must do. I must put my personal feelings aside. I know what's correct in this situation.
Good, because now you're my dog.
I'm your dog. I know I can't talk back to you, Scott.
What can I fetch, Master?
I run 6 radio stations. You run 1.
Yes, my legion. Yes, my great one.
Legion.
My legion.
My liege. Liege.
Listen, Tom, I'm going to need you to remove some bumper stickers from my car later today.
What time
and when? I will do it, Lord Herman.
Get a razor and be right there.
I will do it, Lord Herman. Oh, Scott Herman's on the phone. Scott, how are you?
Good, I'm good. Tom, right away.
Hey, Scott.
My office, right away, Tom.
No problem.
Coffee, light and sweet.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
He wants it light and sweet. You better hurry up out of here.
I got to go.
Okay. There he is, Tom Chiasano, passed over.
Passed over.
The Willie Loman of radio.
Thank God I have an electric stove, you know?
Don't worry about it. You're fine.
I'm fine.
This is a big job. It's big enough for you.
They've got big plans for you, Tom.
Yeah. You think this is like they're saying, hey, you're not that good?
I think...
How much more money was it?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Percentage-wise.
Well,
10, 20?
6 stations.
Should have been 20%, 30%, 40%. Actually, Scott, if you didn't get a 100% raise, it wasn't worth it.
That's right.
Options.
Are you kidding?
Oy vey.
Oy.
Now that hurts.
You got enough money.
This is the biggest smile I've seen on your face in like 7 days.
I'm such an evil human being. I'm an evil guy.
My misery brings you happiness.
It does.
That's why I can't leave.
Misery is a better story than happiness.
Absolutely.
Well, won't you be sad when you realize the real coup is that Tom's going to be all of their bosses?
Yeah, when?
I don't know.
In heaven. I will win in the end.
In the end, I will win.
Nah, this was Tom's big moment.
They're saving something very special for Tom, I'm sure.
No, you know what? This was Tom's big moment, and it's now gone.
We'll see.
Up in smoke.
You bet on Oakland.
Unless Scott Herman was to suddenly die.
No, they've got something bigger in mind for Tom.
All right, Tom, way to go.
Thanks.
Had a way to be a winner.
Yeah, exactly.
No, all right. Listen, who cares, Tom? Forget it. I'm with you. I love you.
I love you too, man.
That's the important thing. I'm sticking by you.
And me, you.
You know what? If it make you feel better, I'm not going to answer to Scott Herman either. Screw him. And Scott Herman, if you're listening, I don't want to meet with you. I don't want to know from you. Leave me alone. Same goes for Tom.
That's Tom's job.
Yeah. All of yous.
Well, you don't want to meet with me or you?
No. I don't want to meet with either one of you.
Yeah, you don't want to meet with Tom because he didn't get the job. You don't want to meet with the other guy because he got it.
Tom, you better leave. There's Scott Herman's secretary's up in your office measuring your office for new furniture. Thank you. All right.
All right, I gotta go.
How many times a week do you have to check in with Scott Herman now? Seriously.
Don't have a number.
Do you realize Tom was on par with Scott Herman?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. He was a bud. You know, they used to sit around the table together, and now Scott's moved up to the head.
You might want to call Chauncey for more magazine advice. So what? Not everybody needs that.
No executive washroom for you.
No. All right. Would your office have moved to, like, the big building where Mel is and all those guys?
No involvement. No move there.
I would have been at BlackRock.
Wait, Penelope, your wife is on the phone. Yes, Penelope.
Tom, this is Penelope. I'm leaving you. I'm marrying Scott.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Penelope is leaving you.
She wants to sleep with a regional manager.
Yeah, she wants Scott Herman.
She wants somebody who's on the
fast
uptick.
track. Yeah.
All right. Why is Scott Herman more qualified than you?
What did he do that you haven't done?
Honestly, what? Do you bill as much as he does?
Over the last couple of years, no, but for the years before that, yes.
Okay.
Oh, maybe the fair-haired boy?
I don't even think he has hair, does he?
Yes, he does.
He does. Yes. Don't blame me for this, by the way.
I'm not blaming you for anything, pal.
But you know what? Don't try to get a raise out of Tom.
Oh, no. Now's not the time.
You think I was in a bad mood before. Oh, boy.
That's what I meant. He's going to take it out on everybody else.
All right, well, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Your empathy means a lot.
I'm not going to say anything else about it. Okay. I'm never bringing it up again.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Boy. Oh, boy.
Right.
Do the interns in my office know Tom got passed over?
They won't answer. When I ask them to do something, they already say, "Has this been approved?"
All right. Tom, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're doing great.
Now, what kind of things will you have to take to him?
What?
Everything. He oversees everything.
Oh.
In fact, I'm kind of already going over Tom's head on a lot of stuff.
Really?
I'm already actually dealing with Scott Herman on a few things. I'm sorry to say. You're kind of...
Don't blame you.
You're kind of useless.
Right, I know.
See, Robin?
Oh, boy. Right out of the loop, huh?
One day into it already.
You're not healthy. I
don't mean any... No offense, but you're useless.
Of Tom's misery, all of a sudden you're the healthiest you've been in years.
Yeah, I mean, why go to you? You only have to get rubber stamped.
Right.
What's up, Doug?
God bless Herman. Finally, there's justice for Tom after years of screwing everybody.
Right.
F. Penelope.
No.
Oh, that you don't go there, buddy. Let me handle this, Tom.
Thank you.
Come down here, I'll kick your ass. Well, if anybody hears me on the air laughing for no reason whatsoever, or seemingly no reason, this would be why.
Tom's misery.
No, I'm actually not happy about this.
Trying not to be, anyway.
No, it's not funny.
It would be wrong.
No, it would be wrong. Listen, you're a good guy.
It'd be wrong for you to make humor at my expense.
Right. What can I say?
You'd never do that.
You know what? This is just too good to be true.
Right.
All right, Tom. You deserved it, but all right. It didn't work out. All right. Thank you, Tom.
All right, it's been a pleasure.
Let me move along then. You know, Corky, who is a retard.
Corky? Who's Corky?
Remember Corky from that ABC show?
Oh, that show.
Corky, Life Goes On. He keeps putting out albums of retard music.
No.
And something disturbs me about this. See, Corky, I think, is higher functioning than most people with Down syndrome or mental retardation. And he's kind of a hero in the retarded community.
Right, he's the king.
And so he keeps putting out record albums, and someone must be buying them.
No, come on. Have you ever heard of anybody saying, have you heard that new Corky song?
I think parents of retarded people buy it because inspiration. But there are these guys who are, like, piggybacking off his success because Corky's hardly on the album.
Really?
Yeah, it's like guys who, like, sort of bad singers. Let me play you some of these. You barely hear Corky on any of these songs. You hardly hear him.
Wait a minute, I was going to say, is that him? He's got a great voice.
That's not Corky. This is some dude trying to, chime in on Corky's fame.
In this master plan, though we may speak a different language or have a funny name, deep down inside we're really all the same. Though you may not understand my ways, and I may seem strange to you, the fear that you hold within yourself is really nothing new. We've been using it forever.
And then you don't hear from him for
to keep us all apart. It's time to put some love back in our hearts.
It's too slick.
What are they carrying on about? I don't even know what this song is about.
Living in a world of kindness. Like we just did to Tom.
Right. We should have been playing this music.
Right.
But I can't understand Corky's reading. Corky's reading.
He's not even singing. He's hardly on any of the other songs, too, so you buy it thinking you're getting retard music and you don't even get it. You know?
Real rip-off.
Not right. It's not fair.
Had a dream the other day. Where it came from I couldn't say. All my fears just flew away. Living in a world of kindness. Everybody, big and small. All the good and want it all. Arm in arm we all stood tall. Living in a world of kindness.
Oh, no, they got to let Corky go. He's good.
They don't.
That song.
See, these guys are trying to, like, jazz him up.
Right.
Some of them you barely even hear Corky.
Hey, Chris, what's the matter, buddy? My friend, she feels lonely. Did you try giving her a hug? You think it would help? Sure, listen to me. Well, I was looking through the page.
He's singing to him.
Just the other day.
I don't like it.
In the lonely heart section. Is what it
I don't like this.
And what do they say on the album? Like it's a Corky album? Because this is not a Corky album.
This is Chris Burke with Joe and John DeMazy. But it's not.
Oh, no. It's Joe and John and maybe a little Corky.
With 2% retard music.
Information.
It's like, hey, idiot, watch me sing.
That I did not know. That we all need at least 12 hugs a day for our hearts to grow. Really? Now I see that you...
Whoa, rip off.
Yeah, don't tell me I'm getting Chris when I'm getting these two guys.
I knew you'd be upset like me.
Yeah.
You think I was too harsh on Tom?
Oh, you were brutal.
Dino, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'd like to request a song for Tom. Let's do the Johnny Cash number.
Oh, my God. Brilliant.
Nails.
That's brilliant. Hey,
yeah, what do you think of that?
Hey,
yes.
Hey, Gary, bring me in Johnny Cash song. Oh, Fred has it? Play it, Fred. You have it.
Get him.
Hold on, I got to get it.
All right, bud, thanks.
Wow. A dedication to Tom.
Fred's got it, Howard.
You have it, Fred.
I didn't know that.
So what else is new? Notice Fred didn't get a promotion either.
Oh.
All right, come here. This is for my general manager, Tom Chiusano, who got passed over by everyone. Mel doesn't love you.
I feel much better now.
How was that?
Really? Oh, that was great.
Thank you. Who cares?
That's a great song, though.
It is. It's growing on me, yes. It's a great song.
It's a great version of a really good song.
It does give new meaning to it in light of your
Yes, it does.
failed attempt to rise up the corporate ladder.
Rise above my...
What did Tom start out as, a sales guy?
Yeah. When he was a young man full of hope and promise and gave his years to the company, and now is the big promotion regional manager. And
I could have been a contender.
right. Just a little... This wasn't good enough.
Another little dig.
Radio is a cruel mistress.
Excuse me, I have to go home.
I will go back to my office and stare at my radio. What have I become?
I'm going to go home and clean my gun collection.
All right, Tom, good luck to you.
Thanks.
I don't think there's going to be too many more jobs like that one coming up in the company, but who knows.
Right.
All right, we got to take a break.
You know, something could happen to this.
Oh, shut up,
Scott guy.
I could have been a yes man.
We're going to 6 radio stations?
Absolutely.
All right, who cares? Who needs the extra responsibility?
I got to go. I got coffee I got to get.
All right, Tom Chiusano, good luck to you.
Did you want sweet and low with that?
I'll take a break. We're going to come back, and so much more. So much more happening. In fact, I have a little surprise for you, Robin, when we get back.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
And don't forget E tonight.
What's on it?
I'm going to tell you when we get back.
You're listening to a man who sees more naked breasts than an X-ray technician, Howard Stern.
Hi, this is singer, actor, writer, and performer Henry Rollins. You're listening to radio personality, TV personality, author, and movie star, TV producer, the great Howard Stern, a man whose ego is bigger than my biceps.
Yeah. Henry Rollins.
Hey now.
I always think it's funny when I read in the paper about these cockfights. Like, up on 100, I don't know, like up where, like part of New York City we don't go to.
Right.
Because we're scared.
In the 140s and all that and up.
It's a very kind of Hispanic thing, Puerto Rican thing. They train these chickens, essentially.
Yeah. We wouldn't even know where to get a chicken.
Yeah. They get the chickens. I think chickens we get are in a package.
They're right. They're already dead.
These must be places the police won't even go to. But these guys, like, train chickens to kick each other's ass.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. What part of your humanity goes out the window watching a chicken kick another chicken's ass? And what about these dudes with the pit bulls?
They're dogs, because they're training dogs to do the same thing. They put them in battles.
Gary was saying he knew this chick. She was from out of town, a tourist. She had a little poodle, tied it to the, outside of a restaurant or something. She had to run in and grab something from a deli. Comes out, poodle's gone, because they grabbed the poodles to feed them to their pit bulls, so they practice attacking them.
Oh, my
People's pets. Weird, man. That's like going on right up the street, you know?
Yeah. But you got to have a place to keep the chicken, and then you got to have a big place where you can have the fights.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they get these special cockfight rings. I guess in Puerto Rico they allow that. Yeah, I want to watch two birds beat each other's ass. I mean...
Yeah, where's the joy in it?
I don't get it. I mean, seriously, how do you even bet on that? Like, one bird is better than the other?
Sometimes when we're watching football, I think we're, less than human. Because those guys get mashed and, they're always carrying them off the field.
But they have free will.
Yeah, I understand that they can do it or not.
They're not cocks.
But I feel bad
well, maybe a few of them are.
Sometimes.
Cockfight. Cocks. You went to Cox, Casey?
No, one of the
I
interns,
bet you he'd watch.
No, one of the interns was telling me that this is a boxer who actually fights cocks. He fights the male.
Really? Well,
yeah.
I bet you Casey heard cockfights, went up there, wanted to meet some guys.
No, can you imagine like a guy fighting a cock, though?
I can imagine you doing something with a cock.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think you'd be very involved. I think you'd be very involved with cockfighting. I'm here for the cockfights. TJ, what's up?
Hey, man, did you see the preview for that new Incredible Hulk movie yesterday?
Looked interesting. I'm a little afraid the Hulk was looking cartoonish, but...
Not really. Did you see the last shot of him when he was, before he was throwing the tank around?
I got a good feeling about the Hulk movie. I'm hoping that's going to be good.
It looks better than the Daredevil movie.
Daredevil looks sucky. Ben Affleck looks ridiculous.
I don't like, I met Ben Affleck one time, and he was a real nasty person to me. I don't want to say a bad word or nothing.
I just think Ben Affleck's not that good on screen. I mean, I never buy him.
Get excited about him.
Me neither, but I'm, like, excited about Daredevil because I love the damn comic, and I love all these comic movies they're making. I just don't want them to screw it up.
Well, you know what the funny thing is, though, is that I'm going to go on the internet a lot, and the special effects you see for the Hulk on the previews, that's not even done yet, so...
Yeah, well, that's weird, this whole thing about promoting a movie that's not even, like, almost shot.
Right.
Yeah, well...
Like, look at the ad for T3. You see Claire Danes, posing for the camera. That looked awful.
How about the newer Matrix movies, man?
They made it look like the old Matrix movies.
Yeah, well, hey, what are you going to do? It looks good to me.
I love the Matrix, man, but I got a bad feeling when I see an ad like that.
Yeah.
Well, they're done. They have no excuse.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I've called it before. I reviewed a movie a long time ago back in the summer, but, you probably don't remember me. Because you get so many calls.
Right.
Hey, man. When are you going to have Wrestler on there anytime soon? You guys don't books to interview or anything like that, right?
All right, thanks for the call.
All right, man. See you later, back.
I thought wrestling was having a problem.
I remember that guy. I think about him a lot. Didn't he review a movie?
Yeah, it was several months ago, though.
Oh, that's right. I remember him.
But I can't imagine people want to listen to us talk to wrestlers.
Sometimes we do some good interviews with those dudes.
Yeah, but most of them you can't even tell, is there a real person there?
I know. Hey, in the tabloids, you got to... some of this stuff just struck me as sad.
What's going on this week?
Mary Tyler Moore was like the hottest chick on the planet. Used to be, when she was young. Now they're talking about she has diabetes and they might have to remove her foot.
Get out. Not Mary's foot.
Yeah. We have a picture of her dancing in high heels. You think about her foot being gone. It's just a real drag.
There's nothing below the ankle in those capri pants anymore.
How old is she?
Oh, she's 60-something, going on 70. She's probably in her late 60s.
I'm trying to think if someone said to me, you have to bang a 60-year-old, who would I bang? And I was thinking, how old is, Dolly Parton?
She's still in her 50s, isn't she? Late 50s.
All right, bang. I saw a picture of her. She looks good.
You haven't seen her close up, though.
No.
Dolly's always prepared for the camera.
Okay.
Me, I've never seen a candid photo of Dolly.
Let her prepare for me.
Yeah, but you get a little mussed when you're sleeping with somebody.
Who's 60? Name some chicks.
Is Raquel Welch 60?
I might have to bang her, or... I'm trying to think, who's a 60?
Jane Fonda.
Yeah, she'd forget it.
Jane Fonda would forget about it. She's got to be 70.
Nah, she's 60-something.
She looks awful. Like if someone said you had to bang a 60-year-old, maybe Cher.
Cher's not 60 yet.
Oh, she's 60.
Gotta be.
You think?
She's got to be. Come on. Been around 100 years. Who's she kidding?
Ew.
What's,
I can't think of anybody else.
Howard, how you doing?
Robbie, what's up?
Not much. I guess you didn't get to see Jimmy Kimmel last night, did you?
Didn't see Jimmy's new show. I did not. I had to go to bed.
Do you want to hear Warren Sapp sounding like a fool on it?
Okay.
Okay, let me turn the volume up on the TV. I'll hit play. Jimmy was talking to him about what it's like hitting a quarterback, and he says if it's a guy you don't like, you smash him. If it's a good guy, you kind of sashay him up. And he goes, what's sashay mean?
Let's hear.
Okay, here we go. Here's play. Give me 3 seconds. Here you go.
Crush them. And if they're gentlemanly, then you just gently sashay them to the ground.
What's a sashay? Help me out.
What's a sashay?
A sashay is when you bring somebody down real gently.
There you go. There you go.
How's that?
It's out of context. We're not sure what we're listening to here.
Okay, well, he was talking to...
I got to go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, Who cares? I hope Jimmy does well.
Warren wasn't saying anything. It sounds like he's taking phone calls or something.
I don't know what was going on there. Some funny crap here in these tabloids. Hey, where's Elon? Is he here? Elon Gold is going to see him.
Oh, was he coming in?
He's running late, Howard.
This is a guy who calls every single day to get on the show. Now he's running late. What is he, high?
You just took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, what a friggin' nut. Elon's nut. Elon Gold is this comedian who used to do an impression of me on MTV. Did this whole sketch of me and Robin. And,
do you remember who played Robin?
Wasn't it, the guy on our show all the time?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. It's funny.
Sometimes I look at Dave and go, he played me.
Yeah. Did a good job. Yeah, it was Dave Chappelle. But, you know, Elon calls and writes email every day. How can you not have me on the show?
How can we?
Hey, they're like, you know, I'm a friend of the show, and you let all these other comedians sit in for the news. Why can't I sit in for the news? Every day the guy writes.
So you finally said yes.
So I said, you know what? Give him, for God's sake, the guy's making me mental. Let him on the show. He's like, how do you do that? How do you do that? When it's that important to you.
Doesn't make any sense.
People do that.
He better have a good excuse.
He's insane.
Since it was so important.
Let's go to Jay. Jay, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, what about Ann Margaret for a plus 60-year-old? How about hitting that?
I don't know what she looks like now. She always looks like she's mental.
But she's still real hot.
You think?
I think so. Those movies with Jack Lemmon and the Walter Matthau guy.
What we're going to do is Gary's putting together a list of 60-plus-year-old women, you know, famous women, 70-plus, 50-plus.
All right.
And then we're going to talk about who we want to bang. Like Gary was saying, he'd bang Sally Field. He saw her on a plane, and she looked pretty good, and she's got to be 50-something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in her late 50s.
So far, I've only found one 80-year-old for you, but I'm working on it.
80? Monique Van Boren.
No, Estelle Getty's 80.
Oh.
I wouldn't do Estelle Getty.
Would you do Estelle Getty or Jessica Tandy?
Get out.
Tandy. Do Tandy.
Jessica Tandy's dead. What about Katharine Hepburn? She's 90.
What about Phyllis Diller after 2 a.m.?
I don't think... Can you imagine a 90-year-old?
One of the tabloids has a picture of 70-year-olds and 80-year-olds. I'll find it for you, women and guys.
Good. I want to read that.
You can't imagine yourself at that age.
I think that Joe Millionaire is a retard.
Why do you say that?
I see him interviewed and stuff. He seems retarded.
They're everywhere. The Bachelorette and the Millionaire, you can't get away from.
Hey, by the way, how about on the Super Bowl commercials? The Bachelorette looked pretty damn hot, huh? You know what commercial I like, too? The one with the zebra as the referee?
You know, I missed that one somehow.
Fabulous. That was a good one.
Because I keep seeing the pictures of the referee, the zebra with his head in that little box watching the videotape. And I didn't see that commercial.
Ori, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, now.
How's it going? I just heard this bit. You know, you're not up to date with the Jimmy Kimmel Show. You know, I know Adam's a good friend of yours, and, you know, you're the king of media and everything. And last night, you know, this is one of the late-breaking news shows, and you weren't even up to date on what's going on. And I'm just wondering why you don't get these tapes in and, you know, watch them early in the morning before the show. And,
yeah, I'll get up at 2 in the morning and start watching the Jimmy Kimmel Show. I'll watch it today, and I'll comment on it.
Yeah, I know, but all your fans are, you know, waiting to hear it this morning, and they want to hear it, you know?
Where's the pictures of the chicks?
I can't find it.
Oh, so, okay, forget it.
Was that in the tabloids?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Hey, dude, I don't make a habit of staying up day and night. I'll really be sick. Some things I can't watch. I can't monitor television 24 hours a day for you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because if a day later Jimmy Kimmel commentary would be, you need to get that on right away.
Everybody wants to know.
Some of us have to go to bed. We work. Notice that guy ain't working. Yeah, Adam, go ahead.
Howard.
What's up?
What's happening? I got the perfect 60-year-old for you. Sophia Loren, the woman from Grumpy Old Men, the Italian lady.
I didn't think Sophia Loren was hot when she was Sophia Loren.
Oh, my.
You don't think so?
Nah, she has a big square head. I don't like her.
Nice rack, though.
Beautiful rack, but big deal. I'm not a big Sophia Loren guy with those big giant glasses.
Well, she does look like she spends a lot of time burning bugs.
She looks like Tootsie. I don't know. She looks like Dustin Hoffman in a wig. I'm not a big fan.
A little better than that.
What's Darkness Falls was the #1 movie.
That was the Emma Caulfield movie. Remember the girl from Buffy?
Yeah.
Here, that's her movie.
Oh, good for her. Oh, she's hot. Very good-looking chick. Kangaroo Jack racking up another 11.9. Talk about good marketing.
That is all marketing. It's got to be.
They just go on Nickelodeon and beat the crap out of those commercials. Chicago was number 3. I guess all the hype.
Big for the a musical.
Just Married made $7.5 million. What's that?
That's made a lot of money. That's the Ashton Kutcher and Brittany Murphy movie.
$44 million it's made. There you go. Lord of the Rings has made $309 million.
And still going.
Yep. That's a lot of money.
They've taken out another round of ads to remind you that you must see it.
You know I'd bang in her 50s? Here's a good one. Morgan Fairchild.
She's older than 50.
Really? She's 60s?
I think she's about to reach there.
I would do her.
She's very good.
Yeah, there's one I'd do.
I got one for you. Suzanne Summers.
She was looking good up until about 2 years ago. And I think she's chubby. Another one who writes diet books.
But won't stand up.
Yeah. People who write diet books always end up being fat. The God's honest.
But you know what? And she was skinny all her life.
How come we don't see Richard Simmons anymore? I guarantee you the guy's 900 pounds. Telling you, that's what happens. Like, you know who should write a diet book? My father. My father's wasting away to nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's probably got a problem.
You know, he eats 3 meals a day. He goes,
What do you mean he's wasting weight? Or is he maintaining his...
He's maintaining his non-physique. I mean, he's skinny. Like my dad remained skinny his whole life.
Yeah, but he's never had to do anything to maintain it.
Sure, he watches his weight. He watches what he eats.
There are some people they can watch all day long, and they're going to be fat.
No, come on. You know what? I've never seen a fat Biafran. Never. No, you haven't.
They live here.
Yeah. They come here and eat crap. I'm telling you. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to know what you thought of the movie premieres that are coming out.
Well, I told you, the movies on the Super Bowl, I told you, the Matrix promo looked like a rehash of the first one. There was nothing new there. It almost looked like the same movie.
Yeah.
Terminator was nothing. Daredevil looked sloppy. I think the Hulk looked promising.
Yeah, that's the one thing everybody this morning we've been talking about.
Daredevil didn't look cool at all.
Yeah, but I guess that's one of the ones you're going to have to really sit down and see.
Yeah, I'll be first in line for it.
Yeah, exactly. Cause, I mean, also with the Matrix, too, because, I mean, it's like...
Me, too. I'll go see it. I'll go see Terminator 3.
I'll see all of them.
What else I got to do?
I don't know. What else is coming? What else is supposed to be out new this summer?
And what's this TV show on tonight?
What's that?
Bridezillas on Fox.
It's about women who are planning their weddings and losing their minds. Now, how they have them on tape, I don't know.
Why are they losing their minds? Because, you mean, for the first time in their life, they have something they have to plan?
Right, yeah. They have to put things together, and they see things going wrong, and they don't understand it for some reason or other.
Joe Millionaire eliminates everyone except one woman. Oh, he eliminates one woman. I already know who he picks. I read in the tabloids.
Are you sure they're right?
And then somehow Trista's been out on a date with the guy who won. Everyone knows who she picks.
She told us she was still seeing the guy. So
yeah, but
she's let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah. Someone tells me if you call like Z100, they tell you who Trista picks. But I know who it is. You can call me. Well, listen to this. So my kids went to a bat mitzvah on Saturday. They're telling me, like it was one of those over-the-top bat mitzvahs with, great, prizes. Fireworks, like a carnival. Must have cost like $400,000.
Right.
So they say to me, Paul Cubby Bryant from Z100, the disc jockey, shows up at the... You pay him.
He's a guest?
No, he's like part of the entertainment.
What does he do?
Paul Cubby Bryant?
Yes.
That's what I said. I said, kids, tell me what he does. I got to talk about this on the radio. And Ashley says to me, well, you're mean to everyone. I go, yeah, that's what pays for your lunch.
Yeah, you want to keep being invited to those bat mitzvahs?
Yeah. That's why people like you.
Dish the dirt.
I think he leads the Hora. I said, so they couldn't even tell me what he did. He just gets up on stage. He goes, hi, I'm Paul Cubby Bryant from Z100, and then he hands out bumper stickers.
Oh. So it's like a personal appearance from the radio station.
I'd love to know what they paid for that. I'm trying to find out. Hey, it's Paul Cubby Bryant from Z100, and he gets up. He didn't say anything. He just goes, hey, happy birthday to the bar mitzvah girl. Happy birthday. And then... I don't know what he does. He
doesn't spin records? He doesn't
do a thing. What an embarrassing gig, though, huh?
Wow.
I'm so glad I'm not in that.
What was that, like a Saturday afternoon or something?
Sunday afternoon.
So that's what he's doing with his Sunday afternoon.
Oh, Saturday afternoon, you're right. That's it. Happy birthday to the Jew. Oops. Sorry. Paul Cubby Bryant. Out there doing bat mitzvahs.
Good for him.
I said, what did he do? They couldn't even tell me anything he did.
You're probably telling us just now. I mean, what could he do?
He just shows up.
He doesn't sing.
He's a big enough personality that if he just shows up, the kids go berserk.
Really?
Yeah.
They listen to him, huh?
Oh, he's a big deal. Evidently. Because he plays all the Avril Lavigne records.
Yeah.
Well, it's news time. I was going to have Elon sit in for the news.
He's never made it, huh?
No. Let me take a break, and then we'll do the news right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show. Hide your children.
Intergalactic planet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last stop on the Q train, 57th Street, home of the Howard Stern Building.
From the top of the Howard Stern Building.
If this is going to be that kind of party, I'm going to stick my in the mashed potatoes.
Here's Howard Stern.
Into there? Okay. Hi, this is Richard Belzer, and you're listening to a man I used to hate, but now I find to be one of the funniest guys in the world, Howard Stern. Why do I find Howard so funny? I can tell you in one word, homicide. I got a starring role on a Barry Levinson TV show because I appeared on the Howard Stern Show. And as long as homicide remains on the air, I will find Howard Stern funny. When it goes off, well, it's a different story, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Rock me, baby. Joining us, Elon Gold, who lost a lot of weight.
How are you, buddy?
Look like you have cancer.
Yeah. By the way, I'm so sorry I'm late. It was bad Chinese food.
Dude, hey, all I know is you call me every week trying to get on the show.
I called you twice.
How often is he right, Gary?
I wrote one email. Let's face facts here.
You called more than twice.
No, I called twice. And by the way, Howard...
Okay, wait. Does your publicist calling count?
Oh, that
would be...
That doesn't count.
18.
All right, that would be 18. Yeah. But just me, twice. Just me twice.
I think it might have been 3.
No. But wait, let's just...
Wait, do we include calls to Howard's agent?
No, come on. Let's just talk about...
You call 18 times a day.
Well, let's just talk
Don't
about
be late.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah. I don't care that you're late.
I know, I appreciate it.
But is there a good excuse or no?
Now I'm in real trouble.
No.
Robin's mad. Yeah? What?
Is there a good excuse?
You know what the excuse is? I'm living with my in-laws still, like the show, like the TV show I'm on, and they're in Westchester, and I left at 7 a.m., and there was nothing but traffic. I literally got out of my car at 125th and just hopped on the subway. I don't think my car's still there.
Elon is a comedian. We know him because he does an impression of me, and we did on MTV. That's how we met him.
Yeah.
Right. It was funny. But because he does an impression of me, he thinks I'm forever tied to him. Like I owe him something.
Yeah.
You owe me your life.
Because he put on
I've immortalized you.
And he has a TV show on the air called Meet the Parents, which I happen to think is funny.
Yeah. Oh, you like it?
It's not called Meet the Parents?
No. That was the movie that everyone thinks it's based on, but it's called based on my real life.
I think the guy who plays your father is real funny. Dennis Farina.
Father-in-law.
He's great, yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth, I never liked Dennis Farina before.
Are you kidding?
Never thought much about him. I think he's real good in the show. I think the show's funny, but I think the show's already canceled.
Almost. We're very close.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody was watching, but I caught the first few episodes. I thought it had potential.
Tell you what,
funny.
I like the show and I don't watch it.
There are shows like that.
There's shows I just don't, you know what, I like it, but go find it.
Well, here's how the whole thing started with you. No, it's okay. You know, all I heard from my publicist was that Howard likes the show and he wants to write you a note.
I did.
Right, and then every day I check my mailbox and nothing.
I wanted to write a note.
Oh, it was the wanting to. I wanted to be here on time.
See, I don't write notes. Yeah. I get word to people that I want to write a note.
I see. By the way, that was enough for me.
I still want to write notes to everybody who gave me a Christmas gift because we had so many nice gifts.
I know.
And birthday gifts.
And I never get around to that.
Wish I had everybody's email address. I'm going to have Baba Booey get me email addresses.
There you go. By the way, there are a couple of people we know who aren't doing all that well right now, and I keep wanting to do something about them, and I know I'll never get around to it.
Who? Like who?
Jerry Nachman.
Yeah, you see, I want to write him a note and send him flowers or something. Except I don't want to send flowers to a dog.
No, that's
I know, and I was like, well, what's appropriate? What do you do?
Jerry Nachman was a good friend to us when we worked in Washington, D.C. He was responsible for me getting the job at NBC, even though it didn't work out well. And Jerry is sick. I guess he has cancer?
He announced that he has cancer, yeah.
He's a great guy, but let's face it. The fact that he's lived this long is amazing. He's
I'm
obese.
surprised he hadn't had something before.
Jerry's the size of a beached whale. And the fact that cancer waited this long...
That was nice. It was nice of cancer.
Cancer's not so bad.
Cancer did him a favor in a big-ass way.
Everyone thinks cancer's so mean. Turns out it's nice.
You look at Jerry, you go, he's going to die.
Right, he's got to have something.
I thought Jerry was going to die 20 years ago.
And, you know, as big as he is, then I'd see him pull out a cigarette.
Yeah.
That used to kill me.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? He saw cancer as like a vampire. He wanted to be bitten. He's like those guys who chase down AIDS.
Right.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wanted cancer.
He was looking for everything. Heart disease, cancer, all of it.
He smoked that fatso?
Yes. I couldn't believe he could pull out a cigarette and smoke as well.
And a more brilliant guy you'll never meet. Wonderful guy, beautiful guy, love him, has a beautiful wife. I don't know, he's still married?
I don't know what's going on there.
Had a tall wife, she towered over him, thin as a pin.
Was he ever late to the show?
Oh, come on.
Never late.
Don't make it all about you, please. Don't go that way.
There's a guy dying, and I'm still obsessed with how late I am.
He didn't write you a note, but at least you're alive and well.
Yeah, so I want to say, Jerry Nachman, I love you.
Right.
And I'm thinking about you.
And I'm thinking about you. Sending you much love, my brother.
So you're not going to write him a note?
I will. I will actually write him a note. God just struck me.
I should just do the news as you, so you could rest your voice.
Yes, but that's not going to happen. Robin, who else do we want to...
Oh, there was somebody, maybe Billy Joel. I don't know. Who was the other person? I was thinking of some other person was a friend of the show, and they had something go on. And I can't think of who it is, but Jerry was right at the top of my mind.
Elon Gold is with us.
Yeah.
So he was coming on tonight to promote, like, maybe the last show.
Tomorrow night.
But the president's going to give an address.
Isn't that nice? I've waited like 15 years for a sitcom, and now the president punks me off.
Will they ever air the final episode? Probably not.
I don't know. I doubt it. You know what's interesting, though? I'm finally here, and yet I have no show to promote.
Yeah.
Like, I've been calling maybe like a couple of times the last 3 months, and now I have nothing to promote. I'm like at the Comedy Cellar tonight.
Elon met his wife when he was 15 years old. He's never banged a different chick but his wife.
You're kidding.
But I've been with a lot of guys.
Yeah. He's never met a different...
I didn't realize that they met that early.
That's true.
So it must be driving you nuts, that hot little piece of ass you work with every day, the blonde.
No, because I get to make out with her all the time. And that's
great, yeah, because that's not frustrating.
The other person I was thinking of was Jimmy Kimmel. Should I recognize his starting a late-night show in some way?
Yeah. Why?
Like with a little note or flowers, you know.
His late-night show is the Howard Stern radio show on TV. Why would you acknowledge it?
I'm just, see, this is why I talk to you.
No, Jimmy's a great guy. I like Jimmy. Jimmy said nice things about me in TV Guide. Yeah, you should acknowledge it.
All right.
Should write him a note.
By the way, how did you handle that with your movie wife and the kissing and everything?
I kissed her. I felt her up in scenes that wasn't even written into the
Liberties, that's what he
Oh, my God. In fact, there was one scene where I'm in an apartment, and it didn't even say kiss her. I'm feeling the baby. I could feel it inside of her, and I just went over. I started making out with her, and I'm playing with her boobs.
I always remember that because there she is. She's sitting there. She's complaining that she doesn't feel attractive because she's pregnant, and she's got this big fake belly, and Howard goes right for the boob. And I'm like,
oh, my God.
He only did that because she couldn't say no.
I felt her up before I even kissed her.
Right.
I loved it, and I had a boner through the whole time, through the whole scene.
By the way, you know, I was cut out of that movie.
Hey, what you were supposed to do something.
Back when we were friends and when you liked me, I
never liked you. Let me go on record to say that. Go ahead, yes.
I was the bestiality dial-a-date caller.
Right.
And it was really cool. And what I said was, this is the thing that gets you fired from NBC. So I'm telling all my friends, I'm like, well, this is a pivotal moment in the movie. There's no way I'm getting cut out. And then the movie ends a half a minute before that happens in your life.
You met your wife when you were 15.
That's all he cares about. One woman, yes.
Seriously? And you've only had sex with one woman?
Seriously, I've only had sexual intercourse with one woman.
Does it bother you?
No, you know what? It's ignorance is bliss. I don't know any better. I think if I had sex with just one other woman, I'd be going nuts now. I'd be going, I need that, you know. But
come on, you're not being honest.
No, I'm dead serious. Do I crave other women? Do I look at them and go, yeah, but I'm not going nuts. I'm telling you it's because I don't know any better.
No, you know better.
I don't.
Imagine having sex with one woman.
I can't.
Well, what are you up to, 4?
I can't imagine one person your entire life.
Dude, I banged like 10 chicks at least before I got married.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, of course.
Oh. But, you know...
And even that wasn't enough. I'm divorced now.
Right. Carrie's here.
Hold on. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting because I saw Elon out one night, and Elon and his wife socialized with the hot chick from the show, which I just think is a weird dynamic. Like, you make out with the chick from the show, but then you bring your wife around.
Yeah, well, my wife yells at me for not kissing her good enough. She's like, you look gay when you kiss her.
Is your wife hot?
Yeah, like, totally.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 5'9", blonde. Beautiful. You met her, right, Gary?
I got to be really honest with you. No, kind of get your wife. I just don't remember because I'm staring at, what's the girl's name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. I think that's the chick. She was Ross's girlfriend on Friends, Howard.
Yeah.
She's really hot.
I know. I saw her.
I couldn't take my eyes off her.
I saw her.
And I was with my wife.
Yeah.
When I kiss her, she still tastes like Schwimmer, by the way. That's kind of gross. But Elon Gold is here, Robin. That's me, by the way.
Do some impressions. I like when you do that.
You like the impression?
Do me.
Can I do Gilbert first?
Do Gilbert.
You want to hear a funny story? I was on the bus.
No, just do Gilbert.
Oh, stop it. I can't take orders. It's too much. The order's this early in the morning. You know I was late. Did you know I was late? Oh, how late? Well, not that late, but Howard makes a big deal of everything. So what, you were a little late? No, not like a tiny bit. What, like a teeny? No, like a tiny bit. What, like a...
Very good. Very good.
The thing I love about Jay Leno is how when he sets up a joke, he sort of trails off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll be like, oh, this is good. You hear about this? You hear about this in the paper? You hear about this in the paper? Monica Lewinsky back in the news again. You hear about this? You hear about this in the paper? Monica Lewinsky in the news, the paper, Lewinsky, the paper.
Boy, you do that dead on, dude.
But you know who you hate, who I kind of like? Charles Grodin.
Why do you like him?
Well, I like him in the movies. I like him in Midnight Run.
He was great in the movie.
Oh, yeah, then he has like a talk show, right?
He's a total douche.
He goes nuts talking about O.J. for 3 years, and all he does is get angry. And then, like, after the O.J. thing dies down, he's still angry, but now it's like about nothing. Right. Now he, like, still has the same kind of fervor, but now he gets there, he's like, I was in the supermarket the other day, and I got to be honest with you, I really don't appreciate the width of the aisles. I mean, there could be someone wheeling their cart in one direction, you're coming in the other direction, there could be an accident. He goes crazy over nothing.
Boy, that's dead on.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
You always had that ability.
Yeah, it's easy. But you're my favorite to do. Well, the thing with you, there's two Howards. You're
the only guy who does me.
Yeah, well, that's my thing.
Do you do that in your
in my act, yeah. Oh, people love it. And the thing with you is there's two Howards. There's Howard when you're, like, on TV, like when you're on Leno or something.
Right.
And then you're very, like, animated. You're very, well, this is very exciting. Let me tell you something, Jay. I've had it. Right? I don't know what you've always had it. And then, and then there's Howard on the radio, which is very subdued. It's what else is in the news, Robin? So there's the two Howards. I like both personally, except this morning when he yelled at me.
Well, I have to. Who else are you doing these days? I love impressions.
Yes,
impressions are fun.
He does them very well.
Who else do I do?
Al Gore.
Oh, Al Gore. The thing I like about Al Gore, he puts H's in words where they don't belong.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, he'll, like, give a speech, and he'll just put these random H's, like, a couple of years ago, the United States Supreme Court made a monumental decision. You know, when we were growing up, my father, Geppetto, and now you got Joe Lieberman, right?
Yeah.
Who's a cross between Michael Dukakis, remember Michael Dukakis?
Yes.
And the father from Alf. Remember the father from Alf?
Yeah.
Boy, do we ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, Alf, we like you, but you're a nuisance. Try not to eat the cat, Alf.
It sounds like he's going to the bathroom.
Yeah, always like taking a crap, right?
Yeah,
so Joe Lieberman is also like a cross between, like, Hadassah and I had a wonderful Shabbos.
Could he be any more Jewish? Hadassah is his wife's name.
We sang Ein Keloheinu.
I mean, that's amazing.
And made Kiddush.
I see you do Johnny Carson, but...
Yeah, well, Johnny, I want to see Johnny be, like, dirty on like a cable special, because he was always so nice to him. You know when he got home, he was just cursing.
He was beating his wife.
Yeah, he was just filthy. So this is Johnny's cable special. I can't be that dirty, but... okay, I got a funny story to tell you. I'm doing this chick. Now, this is true. I'm banging the hell out of this broad. She says to me, wait a second, there's something wrong here. I said, what's the matter? You don't like it when Ed watches? Yes. Who else do I do?
You do Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah. Bobcat. There's no real need for the Bobcat anymore.
Yeah, I mean, is he happening? Is he relevant?
I don't know.
You got to explain to people who you're doing.
Yeah, you got to
do anybody current?
You got to go like, hi, thank you very much. Remember me? Bobcat.
He's not really around anymore.
No,
you do Jeff Goldblum. I don't even know what he sounds like.
I'm actually doing Jeff Goldblum with Jeff Goldblum tomorrow night on Kilborn. We're doing like a duel in Goldblum. Goldblum, it's not a good radio thing because it's all in the eyes, you know?
I see, yeah.
But Goldblum, it's like, he's just funny doing anything, like Jeff Goldblum eating a banana. I like bananas. They're good. They're very good, but also nutritious. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
That'll look good on E.
Yeah, but why do you hate me?
Who hates you?
Oh, I don't know. If my friend called me, you understand, like, left my car and then took a subway here, and then I couldn't hear you for 20 minutes. I'm on the subway, and my friend goes, Howard just tore you one, man. And I'm like, oh, great.
I tore you because you're late and you keep bothering me to come on here.
Twice.
See Elon Gold tonight at the Comic Strip and at the Comedy Cellar in Manhattan. Elon will be at the left.
He's going to be at both places?
Yeah, I'm at both places at once.
He's going to drive over to the other place and be late. Elon will be at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles this weekend. Robin, what's in the news?
Well, one of the things that's in the news, I found Angie Everhart, her new designation now. It used to be Angie Everhart, who used to date Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Angie Everhart, who used to date Sylvester Stallone and Howard Stern.
You know, I saw that in the paper, and I'm like, I dated her for like 3 or 4 weeks. Not even.
Doesn't matter.
How was that? Did you have sex with her?
Oh, she talked about it, so yeah, I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I did. And she said I was the best she ever had.
Wow. That's what my wife said.
And I spoke to her about a week ago, and I said, am I still the best you've had? She goes, yes.
Oh, my God.
Did you ask her if she'd had that prince that they were saying?
Absolutely untrue. She said she's met the guy socially, but she's not dating Prince Andrew of England. I said, you'd be a wonderful queen.
We were hoping you were going to become royalty.
She must have had 100 men.
Don't say that.
Well, all right.
Maybe
80. Yeah.
50. No, I have no idea how many men she's had, but she considers me the best lover she's ever had.
Wow.
Which is pretty pathetic. Which means Sylvester Stallone's really bad.
Yeah.
Let's hope something good happens for her soon.
Oh, do you know what? Can I just do this for a second because you'll like it? The Stallone thing.
Go ahead.
You know what I noticed about Stallone? He always like uses big vocabulary words.
Yes, to seem intelligent.
It's ridiculous. And he's sitting there with like a thesaurus on one knee and a dictionary on the other. I saw him on Charlie Rose. He was like, Charlie, when approaching a role, I prefer not to be... and he looks down. He's like, recalcitrant or resilient. I mean, better to be reticent than reluctant, almost to a point of redundancy. I want to know what happens when, like, the thesaurus and everything drops to the ground. Then he'll have, like, no big words, nothing to say. He'll just be like...
Supposedly he's very intelligent.
Yeah, but when the books are on the ground, he'll be like, I like ice cream. Vanilla, chocolate, it doesn't really matter. They got Rocky Road I like because it's got Rocky in it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be great if there was like a Rocky 2 Road or a Rambo Berry, maybe like a Tango and Cashew.
Can't believe you've only had sex with one woman.
Oh, God, that's all you're thinking about.
Robin, go ahead.
You don't think that's for the rest of his life?
Yeah, oh, no.
No, it is. That's it.
What else is in the news?
So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that Angie's... and do you know what's going on with her? She says she fired everybody who works for her. She got rid of her manager, her agent, her lawyer this past January.
Oh, really? Might be a good idea.
Start anew, or fresh. I don't know what's going on there.
It's a good idea. I told her to do that.
Is that right?
No.
So anyway, I just wondered if you like the idea that now she's going to forever be a woman who also went out with Howard Stern.
I just like I'm better in bed than Sylvester Stallone.
Well, they don't put that in every article. No. It'll just be that, his name will still always go first, probably.
So, ladies...
Sylvester Stallone and Howard Stern.
I'm not that bad in bed.
Wow.
According to Angie.
Again, you don't know who she's been with.
I'm sure there's been plenty of lovers there.
I know there's plenty, but what is the quality?
Oh, come on. She can get anyone she wants.
Sylvester Stallone wasn't any good. That's what
he just seems like a guy who just signs a lizer and goes, yo, check me out.
Yeah, like probably very self-centered.
Yeah, just like, look at this.
Let me take a break. We'll be back right after these words with more news.
For a little inspiration on the Howard Stern Show.
You've been passed by. You've been kicked aside. You've been put on the sideline. You've been stepped on. You've been lied on. But I hear the Lord say, your day will come. Glory to Jesus.
Amen. He's my Savior and yours, Howard Stern. More to come. More to come on the Howard Stern Show.
I so screwed up today because I don't feel well. The Nikki Ziering Bachelorette is on E! tonight.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I should have been telling people to watch it.
Absolutely. I'd like to see that. She winds up.
Is such a smoking hot piece of ass. Just watch her with the sound off as a treat. And you get to see 5 horny guys hit on her.
Or try to.
Yeah. We have a very exciting episode of a lesbian celebrity date where women will try to win a date with a very hot chick.
What do you mean celebrity?
Well, we're going to have a celebrity in there.
A celebrity lesbian?
That's right.
Wow. By the way, can I just tell my wife it's over between us? Because all we talked about in the commercial, honey, is that I'm not going to last. I'm sorry, honey. That's all me and Howard talked about.
Did you tell him what his future, what are you reading the future to?
He's giving me 10 more years.
We had the funniest discussion.
10 more years and it's over.
I tell married guys that it's not going to last, and they get upset with me.
Right. Well, you're going to be right 50% of the time.
More than that.
In this business, much more.
He met his wife when he was 15. He thinks it's going to last.
He's hardly there now, I'm sure.
No.
I was helping Elon write out a divorce, so.
Yeah.
Did you sign a prenup?
No.
15?
Crazy.
How old were you when you got married?
16.
23.
He tells me he's the hottest chick he ever met.
Yeah.
And that he knew he would never do any better.
Yeah. So I held on for dear
He said
life.
he tried to pick up chicks half as good looking as her, and they rejected him. I get that.
Me and Howard are sort of on the same level of semi-ugliness.
Elon puts himself in my category.
Yeah, where we wake up in the morning and we're like kind of ugly, and then we, for TV we look good. Like people look at me on TV, they go, like I've been called cute and hot on TV. I'm not
because
even.
when you get your own TV show, someone
of course,
cute.
Television makes
but you
hot.
look good on E, man. When you watch E, you're like, all right, there's a good-looking guy. But then I'm sure in your real life you think that you're not good.
I'm not good looking, I know that.
No, but you look good on TV.
Really?
Don't fight with me on this.
See Elon Gold tonight at the comic strip at the Comedy Cellar in Manhattan.
I'll be about
Who's
20 minutes
uglier,
late.
me or Elon?
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, Robin. Be honest.
You're not ugly, and he's not.
Thank you, Robin.
But who's better looking?
Can we move? Oh, what else is in the news, Robin?
I'm better looking than Elon?
Yeah.
Good.
You know what? Well, what's she gonna say?
That makes me feel
I
good.
can't have free will. I
Does she
can't
sit
just
with
make
me
up
every
my
morning?
mind.
If it makes you feel good, Robin, you're better looking too than him.
I should hope.
All right. What else is in the news, Robin?
Thank you.
That was Elon, by the way.
Pee-wee Herman.
Don't worry, they know.
Who's in trouble right now because they accuse him of having child pornography. He wants his child porn grandfathered in, Howard.
What do you mean?
He is admitting, his lawyer has admitted, yes, Pee-wee does have some pictures of underage children in the nude. But these pictures were taken so long ago.
That these people are all adults now.
It wasn't even illegal when Pee-wee
They're like 40
did
now.
it.
Back then it was accepted, and it was like cigarettes. They were good for you.
Yeah, they're saying his pictures in magazines of naked children are old.
Yeah.
And therefore, he shouldn't be charged with having child pornography.
Some of those naked children are already dead.
It wasn't. Yeah, they're adults now.
Wow.
So that's how they want to get around the charges against Pee-wee, who is 50.
Yeah.
He has pleaded not guilty and has drawn some support from high-profile Hollywood friends. But I don't know what they're supporting him for.
What about Pete Townsend? Does he have old pictures or new ones? Modern child porn.
I don't know. Well, we'll have to see how the court feels about
Hey-o.
pictures as opposed to brand new ones. Would you ever be interested? You probably would. Why am I asking you? You don't believe in this whole natural selection situation, do you? That you should leave it up to nature to decide what kind of child you have?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
If you had a chance, if doctors all of a sudden could be able to pick everything about your child before it was born, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Jay, don't you collect vintage naked boy pictures being spanked?
Well, it's every now and then to have a picture of a naked boy. It's not really that bad to have a naked. Is it really that?
It's old vintage pictures.
Oh,
Right?
vintage pictures. So they're old. They're young, but they're old. It's sort of a dichotomy.
If you caught those kids now, it wouldn't be illegal to take their pictures.
That's not so bad, right?
But what I'm talking about here,
No, it's not bad.
and Jay, is clothing.
And Gilbert now.
And the ability scientists will someday have to just get right in there and say, I can pick your eye color. We can determine how smart your kid would be. What kind of personality would you like it to have?
Anyone but Benji. He annoys me.
Just like you sort of do with pets, you know. You went to a whole thing trying to find a pet with the right personality for you.
Yes, and I did. I found it.
What about your kids?
You know, that's a good point. I think the only way to do that, though, is to get someone else to raise your kids. That's what I did with my dog.
No, but they have certain personality traits.
Yes.
And then you can work with them.
That's true.
So maybe you would be interested in doing that. And people have to determine right now whether they think that's something that's ethical and moral and whether we should be headed in that direction.
Okay, you never had children. Why is that?
Well, you know, Mavis and I really like life. Just the two of us. It's very romantic. You know, we've been together for I don't think he's had sex with anyone else.
What happened when you called Jay Leno on the phone? How did you get his phone number?
I like his number was on my manager's wall, and I just took it and wrote it down. And then one night
his personal home phone number?
Yeah, personal.
Why would he keep it on a wall, your manager?
Just as a goof, so that we would all call him and goof.
Seriously?
Dead serious. And I got his number, I wrote it down, then I held it for a few years, and then this was like in 1994. I was doing a show called She TV. It was like a sketch show or whatever. And I just got into L.A., and I'm watching The Tonight Show. I'm like, oh, he's doing, like, really funny stuff. He was doing, like, Iron J and all these characters. I was like, this is so cool. He's really growing into his own, like Carson, you know, doing Karnak and all these characters. So I go, I'm going to call him. And my friend was with me, so I wanted to impress him, too. So I pick up the phone, I dial it, and all of a sudden there, hello? Jay? Yes? How you doing? I'm a comedian. I'm from New York. I'm doing a TV show out here. I just want to tell you, you're doing, like, a really, really great job on The Tonight Show. You're really, like, hitting your groove. Oh, well, you know, thanks. It's very nice of you to call. I mean, you know, that's very sweet when somebody calls and says, that's very... And it's midnight. It's like in the middle of the show. So and he's just so happy to have a fan, whatever.
He didn't get pissed.
He didn't get pissed. So then I'm like, well, anyway, I'm a nobody comedian. Who am I to tell you, the great Jay Leno? He goes, no, that's very nice of you. So tell me your name. And I was, like, afraid, like, you would call the comedy police, have me arrested, just shunned from shows. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you know, my name is not really that important, Jay. No, just tell me your name. I'd really rather not. And he goes, okay, goodbye. And then there was dead silence for, like, 3 seconds, and I went, hello? Yes? And he held on. He held on. And then I went, Jay, what I wanted to say was just give you a compliment and thank you for taking the call. And please, just I appreciate my name isn't important. You're not going to give me a name? No, it's really not important. Okay, then goodbye. Jay? Yes? This happened 4 times.
What was he doing?
He was just holding on.
You really told him about this?
Yeah, I actually told him on the show, and I did it.
Oh, that's funny. And what did he say? Was he looking for your name?
He said, I don't remember this. I have no recollection.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Well,
Can I do that, by the way, from now on?
What?
What else is in the news, Robin?
I do it better. Go ahead, Robin.
We talked about Billy Joel's accident earlier, but there is something to mention. This is his second accident in 7 months. Somebody called in earlier and said
Billy Joel. Let me tell you something, Robin. Billy Joel got into the accident at Dead Man's Curve. It should be called Fat Bald Man's Curve.
Are you supposed to be doing me now?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I don't think that sounded like me.
Come on. Come on. That was pretty good.
Just be Jay Leno.
You don't want me to be you.
Just want you to be Jay Leno.
Just Jay Leno. All right.
Be Robin.
Right.
Be Robin.
He probably got away with a little more than a broken nose and some scratches on his face. But he has been having a little trouble lately. He had a car accident 7 months ago. And he also just got over that whole rehab thing. After that accident, apparently his daughter talked him into going into rehab. But that wasn't before he appeared on stage last March, rambled about the American military, slurred his words, and nearly nodded off during his concert with Elton John. So hopefully Billy will get that all together and do better now that he's had another close call. Meanwhile, remember back in November there was an election and Senator Lautenberg of New Jersey...
Oh, this is good. You hear about this? Senator Lautenberg's in the news again. You hear about this? You put this in the paper? Senator Lautenberg in the news, the paper, the news, the paper.
He's a pretty old guy, and they had to pull him out of mothballs and have him run for the Senate over there. So you think he'd be taking care of himself. Well, no, he went to Aspen and skied.
Into a tree?
No, he skied into another person, apparently. He was trying to avoid somebody on the slopes and fell down and banged his head, and he's been suffering from headaches ever since. So I guess yesterday they took him to the hospital, and they discovered he's had a slow leak of blood in his brain. So they had to drill 2 holes and drain all the blood out.
I have that.
Really?
Yes.
Well, now
Slowly.
he's got a hole in it.
71. Why would you ski?
That's great.
Stay home.
79.
Dangerous. 79.
And he's been skiing for 50 years. Wearing a helmet at the time.
Why don't we have a
helmet? You know, you gotta wear a helmet.
And music sales of music.
Oh, this is good. You hear about this? Music sales are in the news. You hear about this? You know, this is the papers. Music sales in the newspapers.
In fact, we were talking to a guy the other day who used to own a music store, and he was run out of business by people, downloading music from the Internet.
So true, Robin.
So now 6 of the biggest names in retail music are expected to announce today that they're joining forces to provide instant gratification to music lovers over the Internet. The New York Times reports that Best Buy, Warehouse, Tower Records, and Virgin Group are all getting together to boost sales and help people swap music over the Internet. They hope this will keep them in business now that people have found a new way to get their music. We were talking about the Super Bowl earlier.
You hear about this? The Super Bowl's in the news, Robin. You hear about this?
I heard about that.
Oh, this is good. You hear about this? Super Bowl in the news of the paper.
What number Super Bowl was it?
37.
It wasn't?
I don't know.
But anyway, here's Marv Albert and Boomer Esiason. They did the call for Westwood 1. This is the final call of the game. C1.
This is pretty exciting, Jay, isn't it?
Well, you know, the final call of the game is always exciting.
You love that, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't have a negative thing to say.
No, it's better than the first call.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in their first ever appearance in the Super Bowl, have won it. They've defeated the Oakland Raiders 48-21, and it is Bedlam on the field here at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego.
Let me tell you something, Robin. I was just outside, and my Buccaneers are cold.
That's me?
No, it's not you. It's Imus.
Keyshawn Johnson, who used to be a Jet, well, he now
I'm so mad at you, by the way. You used to like the impression of well, and
no, you need the visual.
Oh, you do? With the wig and the whole thing?
Yes.
You're just not buying it when
Yes.
sitting there looking like that.
Keyshawn Johnson, who was a loudmouth.
Who was a Jet and always said he wanted a Super Bowl ring. Well, now he's got one because he is a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he gives a lot of credit to Brad Johnson, the quarterback, for taking the ball away. But he was just one of the key factors of the game. C2.
I think he did. Not only that, Coach Gruden, our offensive line came together at the end of the year. I don't even know what to say.
Very articulate. Very gracious.
Sit here. Nobody wanted to see us get it. Nobody wanted to see me.
Very gracious. Very gracious.
I really don't appreciate. This is Charles Grodin, by the way. I really don't appreciate football. I mean, is this important? Is this what's important? Is this important television? People throwing around the ball? Is this what everyone's tuning into? This is an American Idol? Anyway, my guest today is Ted Danson.
Dexter Jackson was the most valuable player, and it's only the 8th time, I think, that a defensive player has been the MVP of the game. And here's how he feels about it. C3.
I could never imagine this. It was always a childhood dream. Growing up, watching the Super Bowl, watching guys playing this and say, my thing was one day I would have played in the Super Bowl. I ain't never think I'd be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Well said.
Bill Callahan, he is the head coach of the Raiders, and he says they were just outplayed yesterday. C5.
I don't think it was anything the Buccaneers did. I'll be honest with you. I thought that we played out of character today. We had way too many drops and sacks.
Wait, saying we could have won.
We had the situations where we had field position, and we didn't take advantage of it early in the game, man.
Shut up. They outplayed you.
Yeah. You got played.
They did.
So now we have to wait till next year to have that much excitement.
Mickey's hearing on E tonight. Tune in. It's good.
It's almost as exciting as the Super Bowl.
To me, that's our Super Bowl. One big smoking piece of ass getting hit on by 5 guys.
Meanwhile, we're trying to determine exactly when to go and attack Iraq.
Do it today.
The president, they say, is not convinced that we have to have a war, even though the newspaper says it every day.
Well, seeing as how we've shipped everyone on the planet over there getting ready to kick their ass, I think it's going to happen.
Well, if he decides he wants the people to be in place.
I believe we will go to war in March.
In March?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, we will. You want to bet on it?
Yeah, the UN inspectors have asked for a certain amount of time to do some more
You think the
inspecting.
president will give them more time?
I believe the president will get to give them more time, yes.
More importantly, CNN needs a good mid-season replacement to roll
That's
out
right,
in March.
and sweeps are in
May.
April, May, though. The war will go right into it.
Well,
Good for sweeps.
Senator Barbara Boxer, who is a Democrat, she says that the president needs to get more allies on board before going to war with Iraq. D1.
All right.
For a president who said he was a uniter, not a divider, the world is looking at us in a way that says to them, we seem a bit arrogant right now. And I would hope that we would not pursue this course of go it alone.
What else do we have? What other option do we have?
Well, Colin Powell says we will go it alone if we have to.
This is some brouhaha.
He's not going to wait around for Iraq to actually launch a weapon before he does something about it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hollywood has come down foursquare against any kind of war. Here's Janine Garofalo, who does not believe
a dead horse.
military action should be taken against Iraq. D2.
I, for one, am not going to let the Bush administration, mainstream media roll right over me, and I'm not going to go quietly into this war if we're going into the war.
Oh, shut up, you bitch.
You're not going anywhere.
And now Jeff Goldblum on going to the war.
Hey, what does he have to say?
War is good. It's very good, but also nutritious. Yes. Yes.
One Marine is putting down his weapons for a while. Lance Corporal Josh Grayson was selected by American Idol to go to Hollywood and try out to be on the show. And when the military heard about it, they told him it was okay to delay his shipping off to Kuwait with the rest of the troops. So he's going to actually get to compete on American Idol, see if he can make it on the show. The military is saying, we'll wait. So there's a guy who got a break. His mother says he's very willing to do his duty for his country, but this opportunity came up, so he's going to pursue it.
Yeah. Elvis had to go to the Army, but this kid doesn't.
Well, Elvis had already become a star.
Nice.
Let's see if he becomes the American Idol. Then he'll go.
And we'll send him to war.
All right, we were talking a little bit earlier about some of the commercials for the Super Bowl. Not only were the Osmonds featured in commercials, but there were some other celebrities. Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
I saw him, yes.
That was a horrible commercial.
I didn't like the Osborne one.
That's right. The Osborne one was horrible, and that included Donnie and Marie and Florence Henderson. They had 1,000 people in that one.
Donnie Marie ruined it.
They
ruined the commercial.
Very good. And Melissa Rivers, of course. We talked about her being in
horrible.
one of the commercials as well.
Don't talk about my daughter that way.
Who's that, me?
No.
Are you looking forward to that new show with celebrities doing sort of a Survivor thing?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Very good.
I
You would never do that, though, Howard.
Yes, I would.
You would?
For $10 million.
Really?
Yes. Yes, I would. $10
John
million.
told me he's looking forward. He's really always wanted to be on Survivor.
Who?
Stuttering John.
Yes, he does.
And he said he's looking forward to seeing if he can do the physical challenges and deal with the starvation and all that stuff.
Yes.
Have you ever thought of getting to the point now that you have a dog that you'll be one of those people who travels with your dog and puts the dog on a plane?
I travel with my dog.
Yes, I have thought of it. Yes.
You have?
Yes, I have thought of it.
And how do you see yourself? Renting another seat for the dog?
I see me on a plane with a dog. You travel with your dog? What kind of dog you got?
I have a little Maltese.
Oh, you are gay.
It's not mine.
You're
It's
the
like,
gayest.
we adopted him from my wife's best friend.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There's no other dog to adopt. I see my dog as a co-pilot on the plane. What do you think of that?
The seat he's going to get?
Yes.
Well, you
Yes,
know,
I
a lot
do.
of people who travel with their dogs,
Yes.
the dog goes in the luggage compartment, doesn't it?
No.
No, Robin. No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
But the airlines give you no indication as to how they do with these animals when they put them down there. They don't give you any reports on the number of animals lost, injured,
That's right, Robin.
or dying in the cargo hold. And now the Federal Aviation Commission is thinking of telling them that they have to report what kinds of problems they have having animals on the plane. And the airlines are saying, if you make us report, we may stop carrying pets altogether.
Well, a lot of pets die underneath the thing.
That's true.
Is
that true?
nobody
Is that true?
knows.
Yes. Jay, you travel with your animals?
Well, I really don't have any animals, but I like animals. Animals are good. Anything with furry is really good to me,
All right.
But they don't have any records as to what happens with the animals down there. So
Right.
you wouldn't know what airline is good and what isn't.
And what else is in the news, Robin?
We have a new weapon. I think this is why we want to go to war with Iraq. We have a new weapon to try.
Oh, I thought it was because of me for a second, the way she was looking at me like...
Yes, what is the new weapon, Rob?
Yes, Robin.
It's a microwave bomb.
Oh.
And we want to try it out. We haven't had a chance.
I can't wait till we try it out on Iraq. I can't wait till we microwave their asses.
Right.
I can't wait till Saddam Hussein melts from the inside out.
Explodes.
I can't wait to kill him and cook hot dogs at the same time.
They say it could be the most important weapon in the new war if we actually go to war with Iraq.
Thank you.
It is actually designed to zap electronics, scramble computer programs, and fry communication links. That's what it does.
Yes.
Anthony Michael Hall has a new series on
Don't
USA
put tin
Today.
foil in the microwave bomb.
Right.
Okay, that's
No
not
metals.
good for us.
It dings when it's done.
And don't stand beside it if you have a pacemaker.
We have a giant microwave bomb now. Isn't that great?
That is awesome.
How about building a giant vacuum cleaner bomb?
How to suck you up.
Other appliances.
Anthony Michael Hall of the Dead Zone. He's on USA with that new show.
Is this
where
weird?
He plays
There's a
sidekick.
microwave bomb. Now, this is true. You can't eat off of it, but you can blow people up.
Go ahead, Robin. I'm sorry.
I apologize,
Anyway,
Robin.
Anthony Michael Hall's one of the latest celebrities who's going to go on that John Edwards show to see if he can contact his dead relatives. I just thought I'd give you a heads up. That'll be on Thursday of this week. He'll be...
Boy, is he sunk low. See Elon Gold on the John Edwards show very soon.
Really? He'll
At
be trying to contact his career?
Tonight at the comic strip at the Comedy Cellar in Manhattan. He's got a career, Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
That was a joke.
Elon will be at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles this weekend.
I had a show on NBC. What happened? Look at me now.
He'll get another one someday, 10 years from now.
I'm sure some of your dead relatives have some information
Yeah, thanks.
about it.
And by the way,
Robin,
thanks
anything
for saying
else?
that you like it on the air.
I love your show.
Oh, that's nice.
I think it's funny.
All right.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, you were saying Chicago is number 3 at the box office this
Yes.
weekend. Here she is. She says that Chicago will surprise and delight movie audiences. A1.
Didn't surprise or delight me.
People who never would even think of buying a ticket to a theatre musical comedy or even going to a cinema and paying it for a ticket will have a shock, I think. I think it's just uplifting.
All right.
You'll need a shock to stay awake through that.
Emma Caulfield, who was in here not too long ago, she's in that new movie that was number 1 this weekend called Darkness Falls. And she was asked if she's concerned about always being cast in horror movies since starring...
I'm hoping that I'm
Vampire Slayer.
Sorry about that, Ron.
not typecast. I don't think I will be. And if all I'm hired for are horror science fiction films, I suppose that's my destiny. And I'll just make the best of it. But I have a feeling that's not going to be my...
All right, who cares?
I just want to play a whore.
Guess who's written a book?
George Clooney.
Finding My Balance, a memoir.
Baba Booey. Mario Hemingway.
Yes, that's right. Wow. And here she describes the book to us. A4.
Somehow I managed...
All right, I had enough of her.
And one of the things she did to find her balance was to start practicing yoga.
initially it brings peace into your life. There's no question.
I wonder if, well, she got to be a loudmouth. Didn't she used to be like all shy and
quiet? Yeah.
She's all noisy.
And that physically you feel more peaceful and calm. And by
Jay, you had Mariel Hemingway on your show. How was that?
Well, for a second I thought you were going to say I had Mariel, but it's just Mavis and me, and that's it. I'm fine with one woman. It's just me and Mavis, and that's all I need.
You're happy with it.
I don't need Mariel Hemingway. No, is she a lesbian?
No.
No.
She is not.
No.
She played one.
Yes.
On TV.
What else is in the news, Rob?
And Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, the Chuck Barris story, is in theaters right now. Drew Barrymore is one of the stars, and here she talks about the opportunities that life brings. B2.
Happiness is a choice, and each day is just an incredible...
She's got a deeper voice than me. She's smoking?
Could be. I don't know.
Anything else?
That's it? You're not going to listen to her about happiness as a choice?
All right, if you insist.
Happiness is a choice, and each day is just an incredible opportunity to, even paint a picture, which, I say that for someone like me who can't paint, but there are the great artists out there that
I told you this was going to suck.
All right, well, that's what's happening.
I think happiness is a box of donuts for her. Elon, you wowed the audience. Mike, what is it? You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yes.
Just wanted to tell you that this Elion guy that you got for Canadian.
Eli.
Elon. He sucks.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh, come on. The guy does a great Jay Leno.
A decent Jay Leno. He does a spot on of Alf's dad, whoever the hell that was.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks for taking that call, Howard. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
That's a great way to end the show.
I thought he would like you.
You did. It says Elon sucks on your computer.
No, it does not. He said he wanted to talk about Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
You can't win them all.
I don't think you suck. I think you're terrific.
Thank you, Howard.
Elon tonight at the Comic Strip in the Comedy Cellar Manhattan. Go see Elon. He's very funny.
Especially you, Mike.
And Elon will be at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles this weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget E! with Nikki Ziering, our Bachelorette.
Right.
Thank you.